I don't need.
Oh, okay. Well, happy Monday, everybody. Oh, my son is awake. Hi, son. You're awake.
Which one?
Are we live?
Which one? So, wait a minute.
Am I sitting in the correct spot? Did I find my mark? Am I
Did you find your
sitting
mark?
on my mark?
You are a mark.
No, Jerry's
Marky
a
Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Is that real band?
Yes. Oh, I forgot. You're a youngster.
Fucking
You don't remember
boomer.
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
I didn't realize that's what they were called. I thought it was
And you know who Marky Mark is, right?
Oh, yeah. Now you're just being
I'm just-
patronizing.
I'm just checking, man. I don't know.
Who's Marky Mark? I'm just kidding.
Who's the Funky Bunch?
I don't know who the Funky Bunch is, but I know who Marky Mark is.
Marky Mark's badass.
I feel like I just
Lots of Calvin
tuned
Klein
into something
radio
and I
or
don't know what you
Yeah,
guys
Calvin
are
Klein
commercial.
underwear ads. Yeah. I always like these guys that are like 5 feet tall and like
Oh, that's so
so
strange.
easy to get yoked when you're 5 feet tall.
Okay, so I have these D6s, yeah? And I have 6 of them. And without realizing it, and almost in order,
What about your deviant sixes?
yeah, I just, I put them down and I straightened them
You have
out.
deviant sixes?
You know what? Don't brag about what numbers are on your dice now. Make the dice happen. Because last game,
You rolled like shit.
4
I
ones.
thought it was 5.
5, yeah, sorry, 5 ones.
That's
5
definitely way
ones.
better than 4 ones.
Here's the thing, okay? Wednesday, when I was playing on Alex's game with my barbarian, I rolled like just as many natural 20s. One of those times was a disadvantage thing, and 2 natural 20s at once.
I think some professional dice
Same
guys
dice.
from like
Same
Vegas
dice.
need to look at her dice.
Same dice.
I don't know what to tell you.
I rolled a lot of 8s and 12s and 16s last night, though. But I did roll a couple of 1s and 20s as well.
Sebastian's not impressed.
Mm-mm.
I'm playing with my finger right now.
He's giving you the evil eye right now.
By the way, where's your cat? Where's Ivory?
We're shopping.
Yeah, so where's your cat? Apparently it's small, right? Not large. Terrifying thing.
Just out of curiosity.
Just the size of a lynx. No, she would have come with me.
She's in the doorway, so when they open the door,
I
they
don't think I
trip.
would have left her.
Oh, this is a cat. And the cat goes,
Not the size of a dire wolf. And I've walked around with dire wolf shopping in my other games.
So that just makes it equal in all worlds.
yes.
No, it makes it better. Oh, man.
Hey,
That wasn't me.
I've seen people walk around with a chicken on their shoulder, and I think that's awesome.
I've seen people
No.
walk around with
No.
chicken.
I don't ever want to see somebody in a freaking store that I'm shopping at or a restaurant I'm eating at with a fucking dog. That's
Sorry,
gross.
that's not fair, though. It could be a service dog.
Bullshit. Service dogs are bullshit.
Sorry, I've eaten with dogs in a
I
restaurant.
can. He's
before.
in a boomer mood tonight, isn't he?
That hotel that I went to, you guys, we went to the one in Arizona. That was
I've
so
eaten-
cool.
There's
I've
probably,
eaten at restaurants with this one.
yeah, there's probably people that will like let their dog take a shit and then clean it up, but then there's other people that let their dog take a shit and they don't care.
Well,
They
that's a
get
different
kicked out.
conversation.
Mm-hmm. Well, those people shouldn't be pet owners.
The dogs
So
have to be polite.
banned. Let's roll it back, people.
You really
Ridiculous.
are, Jerry.
What's that?
You really are, Jerry.
Thanks.
But now you might not get to be Jerry anymore. What's your new name?
Whatever,
Tobias.
whoever I kill right now. Like, I'd probably the guy who's gonna try to kill me. If we get him, I'm gonna become him.
Why do we have to resort to killing? Can't we just, I don't know, tie him up and feed him to my plants?
Probably
Wait
that's
till his death.
That's
It's a
not.
form of killing.
That's
Yeah.
not logical.
No, it's fertilizer at that point.
It's not logical.
It's not
That's
logical.
not killing, that's fertilizer. Yeah.
If there's something trying to kill you, you have to kill it so that it doesn't try to kill you again. That's basic 101 here. I'm on a primitive planet with wheeled vehicles.
You were
It'd be
just,
different if I had my craft.
you've been here for a while. I'm surprised you haven't tried to up the propulsion system in the 6 months that you've known us. Or 2 years.
I didn't think about it now because it was smooth sailing coming up here. Now coming back, we can't do anything without the horses walking off a chasm, breaking a tire. This one running us off the road with her ones.
Only once.
So now I have to. That's what I'm
I think
coming
it's
up
unfair that you
to.
don't get to
Like I
drive
think
the
I'm gonna
car.
try to make a steam
I can
powered
drive if I want to.
sled ship that will propel us.
It'll drive itself.
Yeah. With like some chopper bars. Jerry sized.
Would you like to drive a caravan?
With about a 30% chance of exploding.
I know, Sebastian. Great grandpa Ivar. So funny.
Yeah. God help you, kid, when you grow up. Who knows what we'll be doing then.
Don't listen to your daddy. It's Uncle Ivar.
I would suggest that he's your dad.
That's
That's what I thought. Ivar's who's daddy?
I'm just
I said,
uncle.
don't listen to your daddy.
Oh,
It's Uncle Ivar.
Because
It's
you
not
said
great. No.
It's
your
great uncle.
great uncle.
It's
Yeah,
just,
you know I'm great. You know I'm
just
great.
Uncle Ivar.
Yeah, because I make you smile. So, okay, Mom, I'm ready for food.
I had an aunt who lived in the middle of the woods, and she was like my great aunt, and she like had a pet deer.
The rat of the forest.
I want to
a
pet
deer.
Yes. Try growing anything with a deer around. They'll come and eat it all.
I don't know if I consider.
Same can be said for goats, though, too.
Yeah.
I would think the wilds would say the same thing about us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can sue
If deer
everything.
can talk, but they can't. And if deer could talk and can eat us, then it'd be very terrifying.
Yeah.
But
Have
right
you seen
now,
those pictures of the carnivorous
And
deer?
then it would be terrifying.
then it would
like
be terrifying.
The doggy wouldn't be, but
Like
if
they
it
have
could eat
the
us,
eyes
would
in the
be.
front like a predator, and then
Like I always like when I'm watching these cooking shows where they like prepare a living thing to be killed. Like, I always imagine like okay, what if it was a lobster that said, yeah, when we drop these humans in this boiling water, they don't even feel it. That's bullshit. They feel everything.
well, you know,
Like how are you talking for a lobster, you asshole? How the hell do you know what they feel, right?
they're literally screaming when you do that.
That's why I only eat lobster craws.
Craws, yeah, because now there's a bunch of like lobsters wandering around like fucking Jason when we find that guy. He just ate our claws, the bastard. He's horrible. They probably have like war crimes trials down there.
Lobsters are so tasty.
Be like, deadliest
Scream
catch
when you
guys are
boil
really
them.
screwing us up, guys. They're eating us
They're
left
so
and right.
tasty.
It's the taste of pure terror you're eating.
All the terror endorphins are coursing through their tails.
No, because what you do is you shove
As
your
you
head
sup
in the
upon.
butter
That's why you have to
and
dip them in
steam
butter.
them.
Gets the terror flavor off of them.
Put their heads in
Like
the
everything
butter
would
so they
taste like a
die,
copper penny.
That's
and then you
right.
steam them.
Everything would taste like an old copper penny.
An old Nefarious. So happy Monday, everyone. Welcome to the nightmare that is the banter before we get started. Some of us eat, some of us feed, some of us boom.
Some of us gaslight the boomers. I'm gaslighted. Let me go to my safe space.
Welcome to
Are
session
you
4
really
of
gaslighting?
Pike's Promise. We'll do our recap in a moment. Just a quick update to our schedule. Tuesday night, Denizens and our Masters. You guys started up yet on Pike Survival?
I'm pretty sure the second week, and we'll be back next week.
So not this week.
Yeah.
So the
Next
revival of
Tuesday,
Titan revival.
Titans Revival will be back.
Jamie needs to be saved, guys.
Wednesday and Thursday, nothing specifically planned, unless I do world creation. Although I've been very busy at the ranch, so I don't know. Friday night is Lawfully Chaotic. Saturday night is D&D Club. Sunday, are we taking Sunday off? And heading up to Idlewild to hang out with Ches?
What?
So Debtor's Gambit will be taking this Sunday off. It'll be a late week on the
climb the
schedule.
Do
mountain,
you,
Rubidoux.
hey,
It's
Ivar,
back
do you
this year.
and your wife want
Is
to come
it?
up to
Yeah.
Idlewild with us? Go to the art show?
When?
Sunday.
Sunday.
The Easter
Probably not,
sun,
because my son's just going to be back from the Marines, so.
the
Okay.
Easter
He's got 10
sunrise
days
service
off,
on top of
so
Mount
we're gonna
Rubidoux.
be-
I've done it every year since before I was born.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
You've
wanna
been
do it
doing
again?
it every year since before you were born?
Yeah, I was in my mom. I was in my mom's stomach, and she climbed that.
Kind of like
mountain.
you being in utero at SCA, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, you were doing things at the SCA before you were born.
Yeah. So
Chomp.
SCA's our cult. So we just
Social
keep it
Society
going.
of Creative Anachronisms.
Social cult of
Anachronism.
antagonists.
Anachronism?
Anachronism.
Anachronism. My bad. Sorry. That's a pronunciation
Sorry,
problem.
crappy
So,
antagonists.
Which my bed's
session 4. There's a slight possibility of a 4th player if your brother vibes and he likes the way we play, which would be
Is
very
that the one
cool.
with the rock?
The
That's
house?
one
Yeah.
possibility, which will leave just one seat open if
Have
that's
you
the
been over
case.
to the ranch yet?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
let's go ahead and
Is the
recap.
rock in that room?
The rock is in Jameson's room.
What's that?
She's showing me her bed,
Oh, the one
and I asked
that
if
we
it's
built
in the rock room, and she said
Mm-mm.
no.
Oh, it's Jameson's room.
And then she said, "Have I been to the ranch?" And I said, "Yes, I've been to the ranch." And I lived to tell about it. Got out all. The hills have eyes over there, man. Like, yeah. Cell phones just go boom.
They really
They
do.
just
They
shut her
really
off.
do.
Oh.
It's another one of those moments where you keep your eyes forward and you don't look at the monsters that are.
Then
slowly
you have to
sneaking up on
actually.
you.
I have
No,
to
you
actually.
definitely want to look out for monsters in our neighborhood. You do not want to keep your eyes forward. You do this. and
Keep your
as soon
head
as
on a
they rush
swivel.
You fucking run.
But
Keep
see,
your
the
head
thing-
on a swivel.
They'll follow you at a slow pace until you get to the car, the door, and then you can shut it behind you and lock it. But if you run, they'll just chase you and get you before you can get to that door.
No, our monsters are smart. They run in front of you and keep you from getting you. Especially if you just look at
Monsters are called goats. In the
Or
bonus
prostitute.
still.
I think he's 2,000 pounds.
I ran into a bull at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Huh?
Not even went into it. I came upon it at 2 o'clock in the morning
That sounds like
in Muscoy. Muscoy? Looks like a little subsection of somebody. I mean, it's got equal amounts of like farms and method.
so. It's a biodiversified
Yeah.
fact base.
Right. Sometimes both.
Oh my god, that's so funny. In the worst kind of way.
Alright, so who's trying to kill Jerry?
Everybody's trying to kill Jerry.
What have I
trying to
done to
kill Jerry.
anybody other than be?
Probity probe?
Oh, he is a little probe happy.
I haven't probed any living beings yet.
Because you kill him
That's not
first.
true. The people in the bar that were sleeping.
Yeah, you have
True.
You have used Proby on
But
many living things.
but you'd think my best friends in the whole world would allow me to like
Probe
better their lives by being able to like heal them better by just simply inserting a simple probe.
You may have to get me drunk first.
Simple.
This just gets creepier and creepier.
I'm literally a tree.
So you should be used to things being inserted.
Yeah. Well,
Like
would.
squirrels.
She's probably got termites. I can cure your termites.
Ooh, that might be fun.
One of my
A
optional.
druid that cast termites on you.
You know what I'll do? No, what I'll do is I'll bioengineer a termite made just for her, so that will in turn.
It's in my my list of spells that I thought I could probably get. One of them is infestation.
Spell.
Uh-huh. It's
And
like bugs.
So I'll bioengineer a
So you said
termite
you own termites
for,
out.
for her, so
That would
that
be great.
I'd have to probe her to cure it.
And on that note, where we last left off,
There's
you
this
guys
tree.
had succeeded in protecting or liberating or dealing with the town of Luga and dispatching of the primary alpha dwarf or alpha wolf that seemed to be in the control of all the other wolves. As this was pointed out to you as you were making the route towards Galwick, that there were many signs that wolves were being hunted and being pelted and kind of being placed on the side of the road.
And they became an endangered species. That's bad.
Almost as if they are no longer a coordinated threat as they are being hunted out of the area. Once on the road to Galwick, you hit some bad weather, some horrible husbandry in regards to driving the wagon, and lost a day due to weather. And it was then that there was a cave-in nearby. Once that cave-in occurred, the creatures and spiders that were encountered, you managed to save the entire camp. Not their equipment, but you saved their people.
Also their money.
And I believe
We saved their
was,
money.
Their money.
it was Jade who stole all their money for later.
Exactly.
Keeping it safe for
Stolen is
later.
right. Thank you.
I saved it. I
Keeping it safe
liberated
for herself for later.
Reaching the outskirts of Gowick in
Spiders
the
don't need it.
afternoon because you're a day behind schedule. That's why you're currently in Gowick during the daytime.
write
Once
down?
in Gowick, you
Mhm.
learned
Like
about
your
the different
character sheet.
areas of Gowick, and then got checked into the Azure Hammer Guild, where you have rooms waiting for you there. You had begun to take in some of the sights around you. Find my sub tab. No, wouldn't be there. Othanzia. We're no longer in the west because you have made it into eastern. As you're technically in central, on your way into eastern Othanzia. And from within Gowick, there are a couple locations that you've already visited. You visited the Lions District, the Market, and the Throne Farthing. The Throne Farthing is where you currently reside, the blacksmith quarter, where you're having a creepy conversation with the blacksmith at first that was confused by whatever the hell Willa is, but then became impressed by her ability to blend her physical form and her question in regards to her physical form blending with metallurgy. It seemed to intrigue Roy quite a
In a
bit.
very bad way.
In the smithy, while having this conversation, there
I
was
was concluded when he started to have this conversation about wanting to, no longer have wheels or better wheels.
yeah, and then there were some sounds of people approaching, and then a voice yelling, "So, there you are! I need everybody to roll for initiative. Clear me a spot."
Ooh, a 12! That's awesome! That's cute. So 14 total. My dex is 20.
So, what's your dex?
14.
Okay, so you're good.
I got a 22.
Dare you?
Dare you?
You know, every single
My
time you
space.
do that, I picture a worm wiggling its behind.
You speak the word of the bees. Mm.
All right, let me see if I can.
They
My
communicate.
mom.
They communicate with dance.
I got 22.
The
22,
ultimate
alright.
interpretive dancers.
Oh God. Yeah, Kirk music. We're done for.
We're done for. Captain. Where are you, Captain? Alive, buried alive. Oh, 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 buried alive, buried alive. Oh, oh, buried alive.
You ever seen the one where he does the goat?
That's a Family Guy, wasn't it?
Yeah, they had it in Family Guy, but it's been floating around. Oh my God, what? What are all these big, huge things out here?
Oh my God. I gotta get you a
Magic user?
camera stand. Part of my problem is the stand. As soon as you move it, it auto moves itself right back. There we go. So, there is the dwarf who's working on his
Oh,
smithy.
okay.
All the equipment. There is Jerry right there. Jade. And Willa.
Don't you have a tree for her?
Yeah, but,
I'm just kidding.
two flanking Goliaths. And the individual who yells out, There you are. All right. The point of order. I mean order.
Order.
Point of odor. Order.
Order in the port. Ow. Tables are hard.
Failed your strength save.
Well, no, it wasn't the strength that I hit my beads on.
You still failed.
Nah.
All right. So, what'd you get?
22.
Ivar?
14.
14?
12 plus 2, 14.
14. So who's between the two of you?
I have a 14 dex.
She goes.
Okay. So, Jade, and Willa, Jerry. However, I'm going to let you get your reaction off. You can move your max movement right
Run
now.
away.
Okay. I'll do
Because
that.
you are Craven.
Yeah. Okay. Is it just like that? Their sides are open right there?
Yep.
I'm going to run. Because I'm a hobbit, I can run through. I'm small, I can run
The
through
fuck?
the hobbit. Whatever.
Halfling.
Whatever.
Give me acrobatics to move through that space.
Oh, we're actually outside the shop? I thought we were inside the shop still.
Well,
It's
it's not
like
a
an open
shop.
area.
It's like an open air blacksmith.
I always imagine them being inside of like a
A
shop.
12.
A 12. Move half your movement now.
Why?
You know that
Because you trip over the shit on your way through the market stall.
scene from
Alright.
Pirates of the Caribbean where they're
Okay.
having the fights and the blacksmith.
I got it
That's
right
what
there,
I imagine
yeah.
every single blacksmith. Every single one.
Okay.
All right, with that, Jade, you are up with the strangers on deck.
Rangers, Will Robinson.
I mean, he's just running. They're just looking.
Well, as you
Do they
stand
have-
there, right?
Wait, do they have like swords drawn or something?
Two things you notice, right? So as you hear this kind of play out, you hear someone yell out, "Oh, so there you are!" And then you look over to see Jerry just take off running. Doesn't even look, just runs through the open portion of the market stall and starts running.
you had questions for the blacksmith.
And he trips over something on the way doing it. As you look, there are these two massive Goliath individuals with huge spears. One of them is currently pulling a net off of his shoulder and about to cast it in the direction that Jerry just ran. The human in between them is wearing arcane robes and looks to be possibly a wizard or someone of arcane mastery. And he's just staring between the two of you towards where Jerry's currently running.
I don't like wizards.
Okay, well, I'm going to enlarge Ivory.
Oh, I forgot to grab your cat. But you're going to enlarge her anyways, right?
Yep.
So that means she's a big, scary, pretty cat.
Yep.
Where did I put your big, scary putty? Where did I put your big, scary pussy? Cat.
It got better.
I got better. Ew. That just made it sound so much worse. So, bonus action. That's an action to enlarge her?
I believe enlarge reduce is an action. yes.
Okay. She's now currently a very large, scary cat.
I really should. And I'm concentrating.
Is that concentration?
It's
When she's,
concentration.
oh, that's right. When you enlarge her.
So at one point I do want to get the Mage Slayer feat, but I don't know if I had that yet.
You can learn it.
It is definitely something that I would have worked towards after the thing.
Fair
We
enough.
have would we have feats at
Or-
third level?
What
third,
level?
Third.
I have no idea what
There's
you're
no
talking about.
level.
What level?
There's no
Third.
levels.
There's
Thing.
no level.
This is different than normal.
We have.
Everything you have is currently what you have.
I know. Okay.
I feel like I want to
That's
reach
why I
a
was
milestone
asking-
right now and roll some hit dice.
Yeah, we should. Is message a bonus action or a
I
cantrip?
feel like
Or
I
it's
would
a
will
cantrip,
myself to
but
have
is
more
it a
hit points
bonus
right now
action
because people
or
are
is it
attacking.
an action?
I've always felt like message should be something you can do really quick,
Okay, because
Um,
I want to message Jerry. Where the fuck are you going?
and then you'll hear that in your head, and so during your reaction you can reply to her.
Okay.
You still have your move. Anything else you want to do?
I'm sure you're.
closing in so that they can't see. So closing in with with Willa so they can't
Like
see.
that?
Maybe. I don't know. Probably
Look,
more
there
back
should be right-
towards the door.
There's Willow right there. So
Yeah.
go back to here.
Yeah, so they can't see. Maybe.
Okay.
Which way did he run?
Around that way.
He ran that way. Oh, there you are.
He
Wow,
ran
you're
that
tiny.
way. He
Thanks.
run that way? Yeah, he run that way.
I run that way.
That looks like
I run did it that
I
way.
run to it.
I run did it
Just
that
gonna
way.
say that.
it
All right.
looks like a child.
It does look like a child. Okay.
End your turn.
Yeah.
Willa, you watch as Jake enlarges Ivory.
Mhm.
Jerry runs out of the stall, and one of the Goliaths is about to throw a net in the direction that Jerry has run off
I
to.
just moved in front of him though.
That's fine. What are you doing?
I would like to use grasping vines on them as an area.
Okay. DC check.
I think so. Yeah. Let's see. This is
I'm
the deck
trying
save.
to print out of the spells I have.
You want me to look it up for you?
The two Goliaths will save. The mage will fail. I believe he's considered grappled or restrained.
Yes. For a minute, it's concentration. Okay. You conjure a vine that sprouts from the ground in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. When you cast the spell, you can direct the vines to lash out at a creature within 30 feet. You can see the creature must succeed its dexterity saving throw or be pulled 20 feet in the direction of the vines. Until the spell ends, you can direct the vines to lash out at the same creature for another creature as a bonus action.
All right, so the vines come up under his boots, surround his legs and calves, and hold him right in place.
Mhm.
The other two Goliaths will save. That's your action.
Yes.
What else do you want to do?
As a bonus, I want to. I don't think I can.
I don't
You-
think Auction either.
Can I make a dagger to throw at them?
That'd be an action.
Because it's because I know it's like an offhand weapon, a dagger is, but I guess I'd have to make those.
Bringing it into existence and then
Yeah.
throwing it would be an action. If you already had one in existence in your hand, you could bonus action strike them.
Okay, then I want to bring up my shield and my ready up.
You bring your equipment, your weapons ready.
Yep.
Do you move at all?
I kind of want to not be in the way of the net, but I do want to make it harder for it to get to
Those
him.
two are pretty counterintuitive statements.
Well, I know I don't want to get myself tangled in it, but if it were to get by me, I could I don't know, hit it or something. Oh, that's terrible.
It's alright, we're just gonna die.
Yeah, okay.
All done?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm done.
They rolled a 14 as well. Their dex was one higher than yours and one lower than yours of the mod. So now the bad guys are going to go. This one going to step right up to here and throw the net at you. That was a 22 hit. Give me a strength check, please.
A 7.
As the net courses overhead, it wraps up around Jerry, tripping him. Go ahead and knock your figure prone, and you're currently restrained by the net. Let's see. This one is going to
Up and wiggling, right?
make a acrobatics check for him.
You know, I just realized I have no idea what the number would be for my my spell casting for when it comes to DCs because we don't have proficiencies.
Your spellcasting modifier.
Mm-hmm.
It's based off your wisdom score.
Just, but like, what about like saves and stuff? Usually that's like it's like 8 plus your proficiency plus your.
It's everything but it's normal formula. You just don't add proficiency.
So it's just the 8 plus the.
Correct. Yep. Mage is currently restrained by your vines. Does it get a? Can he try to escape the vines at the end of his turn?
That is a good question. I did read it as it was written. I didn't read it before. Until this spell ends, you can direct the vine slash out of another creature bonus action. I don't think so. Yeah, it's just it lasts for a minute.
As long as you don't lose concentration.
Mm-hmm.
It's restrained and locked in place. However, he is going to cast.
So if I have Mage Slayer, I can use my reaction to attack him with an attack. So do I get that?
You don't have Mage Slayer.
That's what I'm saying. I was asking you before. Do I have Mage Slayer?
No.
Okay.
You have. Remember, what we started off with session 0 is what you have. You don't get anything until your milestone.
Well, that's what it's like. I didn't know.
You wrote down 100 things. You wanted 100 things. You got 4.
Thank you. Do you remember the 4 that you got?
The wizard points at Ivory to sleep. How many hit points does Ivory have?
102.
Oh, well, he won't be going to sleep anytime. A look of panic comes over the mage's face.
That's the giant, enlarge thing. It's 102.
Yeah, I mean, he just points, tries to put to sleep, and then he just gets this panic, big eye look on his face when he realizes it doesn't work.
Okay.
That'll finish his turn. Jerry, you are up, and then we'll be at the top of the
I'm
second round.
down, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
It's too far away.
I'm going to try to get out of the net.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
Oh, cool. 18.
DC is an 18. You run it open with your action. You're still prone on the ground.
I'll use half my movement to stand up,
Okay.
and I will use the rest of my movement. Oh my god, that guy ran that way. I'm gonna run this way. 1, 2, 5, 10, 15. All right, I'll run right there.
Okay.
I'm running that way. That guy went that way. I'm like, I was gonna run that way. Ah! Trying to cut me off, you sons of bitches. All right.
Yep.
I'll finish your turn.
Could I?
You have a bonus action left. That's all you have left.
No, I was saying. So my action was to rip the thing open. All right, so I can't dash. Okay, cool. All right, I'm good. I'm good.
Unless you can dash as a bonus action, but I don't think we worked that one into your.
No, we're good.
Okay.
It's one of the 50 ones I wrote down, though. Can I have it now? I'm just kidding.
Wow, I didn't write 50 things or 100 things that I wanted down.
I'm just
You just knew I was only gonna give you 5, so you both have 5.
It's like, I knew we had like 5 spells. I didn't know if it had to do with anything else. So it was like.
And you can have 20 feet, though.
It can be 20 feet.
I only have 2 feet.
2 feet. I have 2
No,
feet.
I only have 2 feet.
All right, come on. What's happening now? We're gonna die.
Yep.
We're gonna die.
That was Jerry's turn.
That's
Top of the
Jerry's
second
turn.
round. Jade, you are up with Willa on deck. How far till I can get out of here?
Okay. I'm counting to see how far I can get. Because I'm running.
I mean, they still haven't really done any damage to us, so I'm just there.
What do
I
you
don't
mean?
know if I want to kill them.
Oh my god. You threw a netted me, and you're sitting there having a
He
moral.
threw a net
A
at
moral-
you. He didn't spear you.
I gotta get a new crew. I need some ball busters with me. I can't survive with this. People having moral conflicts during a conflict.
I don't like mages.
Good.
That's
You
true,
like
you don't.
mages?
I really don't like mages.
Yeah, put one of your
Good thing
branches
I'm
up the rear
a
end,
ranger,
so
not a mage.
I'm gonna get caught right now.
If you ended up being a mage, it would probably be something that really grated against my bark, but eventually I'd have to get used to it.
Okay, so I'm going to.
My skin's the consistency of a marshmallow. Just to let you know.
Very doughy and white.
Mhm.
You can maybe have your cat disarm them.
So
Um,
yeah, disarm them, like rip their arms out of their sockets with your cat. There you go.
Where's a Wookiee when you need one?
I'm running. Kill them!
oh, you mean this key? Sorry. Fezzik, rip his arms off. Oh, you mean this key?
Oh my god, I couldn't sleep last night, so I
What do
ended
you
up
mean, this
watching
key?
Oh,
Dog
you mean
Hunt.
this key?
Oh, it's been so long since I've seen
I
that.
love that movie. It's so funny.
Back in a time when
Oh God, that's so
I missed that. What happened?
I said, Fezzik, rip his arms off.
Oh no!
Oh, you
watch
mean this
Princess
key?
Bride.
You mean this key? Oh my God,
That's
that's, so
like the
funny.
best intimidation check ever.
That's right. Rolled a 20, nat 20.
Right? Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna tell Ivory to disarm the Goliath in front of me, not take his arms off, but,
I love it.
so,
For 3 months we've been hanging, or 6 months we've been hanging out, and I didn't know you were a pacifist till now.
I'm not a pacifist. They're, okay.
we've murdered lots of things.
I cast Kumbaya. Make a save, or they all have to sit in a circle.
I would like to cast calm emotions.
Do you have that spell?
No.
So Ivory is going to, try and take the Goliath's spear away from him.
Okay, grapple check maybe?
Sure.
Go for it.
Is that
You can, for Ivory, you can do Dex or Strength. It's up to you.
strength?
Okay, go for it.
Seven.
Ivory leaps towards him.
Yep.
Be sure to move Ivory. Leap towards him in base.
Wish you were
Tries to bite up at the spear, and he yanks the spear away with this like fear on his face, and he looks at, but Ivory's like can't get to it.
Okay,
Just
so
gonna
she
ram it
has
down her
two.
throat
She's
like
got a
that.
bite and a claw. So there's two. Does that mean she gets two attacks?
It was a grapple action, so
Okay.
it's her full effort to try to.
Okay.
Give it a shot.
All right.
No, there's no way.
Then I am going to shoot fire arrows at their feet.
Okay. Give me a D20 as your Dex modifier.
What is going on?
I don't know. I just rep. What are you looking at me that way for?
Why do I have to kill them?
I'm sorry, I was.
They've done nothing to warrant killing them to me.
I was thinking deadly thoughts.
Oh, okay.
They cast a spell at us, and
What spell did they cast at us?
Tried to put your cat to sleep.
To sleep.
oh, well, then that's different. Oh, the spears probably have
And they
poofy
put
ends on
and
them.
they
too.
put and they put a net on you.
Go ahead, that's right.
You can always cut his net.
You ever
You
hear of
already shredded
vivisection? That's what they want to do to me. That doesn't sound
I
non-violent
don't know
to me.
that.
I know. I'm just go with you.
I
man.
asked you,
Do with you.
Jerry, where are you going? You didn't answer me back.
True. I'm running.
Right?
You heard in your head.
17. And explodes into fire at their feet.
So give me intimidation with advantage as you do that.
13.
Good to know. Anything else you want to do?
Good to know. You know what that means when the DM says good to know?
Again, Jerry, what the fuck is going on?
I believe this might be the Alchemy Guild that's been sent to retrieve me for vivisection.
He says it very deadpan.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you also hear like that.
Okay.
And you hear little plotting people.
No, finish
Is
your
there
turn.
anybody else in
Unless
this
you wanna
market?
move. Huh?
Is there anybody else in this market?
Just the dwarf guy standing there confused at what's going on. There's other people standing and watching, but no one's interceding.
I want everybody out there. I want
Like
every
it's
person.
like is there like people out there and there's a cart moving by and he just clings onto the cart?
That would be cool if you put everybody out there.
I should.
I should.
Yeah.
Because someone might get probed and I might change into somebody else right now. Who cares about that money? I got time for this. I'll write you guys a will. If
Well,
in the case of my death,
can't
they
you turn
get my
back
money.
into, or do you lose it?
He's not sure yet.
I'm not sure how much I want to do that or not.
Okay.
Because I don't want to
Is,
be like
is that too
overpowered.
changeling or? Because
Well,
changelings,
changelings
can
do
that.
it. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like it's not always changing to something else would be fun.
Like you actually have to have the DNA right there available.
Well, I have DNA samples of everybody I've DNA sampled that I could change into. Like the one guy in the bar, I could change into him.
Right.
That was asleep and got perpsidently probed. Perpsident.
Oh, there's a bard. That's exciting.
I mean, they're just
He's
people.
Oh, there's guards. Hey, we need some help here. There's a fight in the street.
I don't care. This is a lawless backwater town. Those guys don't even get paid enough to walk the streets. They're not gonna do anything unless we got gold.
All right. All right.
Might have
So,
to make another.
did you wanna
board.
move at all?
No.
Okay. Well, you're up with the bad guys on deck.
Whoa.
Remember that your hatred of mages.
Actually, you do have a natural hatred towards mages, don't you?
I do.
Give me a charisma save, please.
Oh, level 1.
That's a 19 plus stuff.
Plus stuff.
19's high enough. You're
That's not plus
keeping
stuff. I
your
don't have any
anger in
charisma.
check.
I still don't have any charisma.
You're keeping your anger in check.
Okay.
What are
You
you
have
doing?
black petals on your eyes now.
And then, like the petals are just kind of like a filter here. So it's like
It's
the filter
sprouting
kind
in
of see
action.
into the darkness of the
Sprouting
void.
in action.
Very skeleton-like.
Okay, you sprouted. That's your action. Okay.
No.
there you
Okay.
go.
For the bonus, the grasping vine, I want to try and latch onto another one of the guys.
What's the range?
30 feet. Or it has to be, yeah.
Say the one to the right's probably in range. Let me roll a DC for him. That is a 16.
Well, based on what you said before, I don't have very high saves, so it's 11.
Okay.
Because there's no proficiencies.
Well, which one are you using
Well-
as your?
Wisdom, it's +3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
But
plus three.
it was 8 plus 3. So it'd be
Oh,
like
so it was your crap.
because there's no proficiency.
Yeah, but remember, we're doing everything off base 10.
Oh, base 10.
Everything's base 10.
Okay, so
Just like
13.
perception,
It'd
and
be 13.
so it's 13.
Yeah.
And then with each milestone, it could potentially go up depending on what you choose.
Okay. Yeah.
So you try to shift the vine over to the other one. He sees it coming, shifts out of the way.
Okay. And I'm going to use my shield to shove them back. Nothing. This
Which one?
the one that's probably right in front of me, huh?
The
Which
restrained
is the one that's
mage?
restrained?
The restrained mage.
Okay. Yeah, because if he's gonna cast more spells, I want to stop him from doing that. Kind of like save the action portion. If I see him about to cast a spell, bam, hit him with the shield.
Okay. So hold your action. Hold your action and wait for him to try to cast a spell.
And that is
And then
how I'm
try to
going to
bash him
start
with a shield.
working towards Mage Slayer. because that's.
I love that.
Uh-huh.
So that will finish your turn. This guy.
Attack of opportunity.
Attack of opportunity from Ivory. He's going to move away from her.
She snuggles him. We're not sure what they're after.
Leaps up on his shoulder.
Licks him.
Does a 14 hit?
14 does not hit. Shifts around Ivory. Stand there. He threw his already. He's going to throw
Wait.
his net at you this time.
It's 14 plus
The
my
other guy's in the way.
bonus too because of the ranger thing. So it would actually be 18.
18 will just hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
That's bad. Okay.
I love watching her play. It's so much fun. So much angst in everything she does. But she has no problem looting the bodies or stealing shit.
Right. Stealing shit from people that aren't even dead yet.
I'm sure
10
she'll give it back.
points of piercing damage from the bite.
Is there a plus 5? Sorry, 15.
15. Well, definitely got his
And
attention.
he dies.
Nice try, Gary.
Ah,
The other one's going to throw its net at you. That is a natural 20. So for his net, you get no save this time. You're immediately restrained. As it latches around you. I'll finish the two Goliaths' turn. The mage sees Ivory attack one of the Goliaths, and he goes to cast
sorry.
a spell at Ivory.
And
So
you
Willa, you're
shield
free
dash
to
him.
attack now.
Mm-hmm.
Roll your d20.
That's a 13, I guess, plus strength, which is 3.
So 16 will hit. Go ahead and roll. What's your damage for a shield?
I don't have it written down for.
Shield dash?
Give it a 1d6 plus your strength modifier.
That would be a 6 plus 3.
9 points.
Is it
You just slam it in his face and give him a con save.
You will not cast spells in
He loses concentration and fails to cast his spell.
Does he get knocked down?
Does not get knocked down, but is unable to finish his spell cast. Jerry, you are up. You're currently restrained in the net. Prone.
Can I cast? I mean, well,
Yeah.
not
I mean, you're
cast,
restrained in the net, but yeah, you can cast. You still have verbal, semantic, and
but-
material.
Well, I mean, I don't
abilities.
need them, but because it's a part of
True.
my thing. Oh wait. Oh no, I'm right here still.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, good. I'm gonna cast sleep
On-
And it's all the
on
pedestrians.
the two
All the pedestrians also fall asleep
on the two Goliaths.
Go for it.
because it's a range thing, isn't it?
So that's gonna be 20 hit points.
She did 15 to the one. This Goliath keels over asleep,
Okay.
and you're still currently trussed up in the net. There's
Yeah.
your action. Can't move. Anything you want to try for your bonus action?
You have like a knife. You can start.
Well, I can't do it. I don't have. I
You
can't
can
do
get it
anything on a
out.
bonus action. So
You
Okay.
can get it out and get ready to start
So
cutting.
that will finish your turn. It's the top of the third round. We'll
I
wait
don't
for
have a
Jade to get back.
I don't carry knives or weapons.
You have a sonic screwdriver.
I have
This
I have,
sucks.
I have a sonic. I have a laser scalpel.
He has a wand.
I have a probe.
A wand.
Yes, the wand. Proby, the wand. Proby the wand.
Uh-oh. Somebody woke up.
Yep. So what'd you do?
Me?
Yeah.
I put one of the Goliaths to sleep
Nice.
because
Are
I'm.
you still in the net?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay.
You are up, Jade. Top of the third round.
Okay. I'm going to tell Ivory to go grab Jerry in the net and get him out of here.
Move Ivory in base with you. Picks you up with his mouth. And run him 10 feet to the right, past the card. Or in the direction of the card.
Her speed is 4.
Yep, right there. Perfect. And finish Ivory's turn. What are you doing?
Wish I had speed.
Anything else?
Don't think I want it. I know. Especially with the thing.
Baby, baby, get in my belly. Get in my belly, little baby.
Okay. Well, damn. All right, I'm gonna shoot. Then I'm gonna shoot them. Probably the one that I already bloodied. Or the
He's
one that,
currently asleep.
oh, never mind.
The
Then,
only reason why he fell asleep was because he had 1 hit point less than what he rolled. Would you roll 20?
20 hit points.
Yeah. So you had 19 hit points left after that 15 that you did to him.
perfect. I'm gonna try and shoot the other one. With a psychic arrow.
Okay.
It's, that doesn't really do any real damage.
Exactly.
Just
Hemorrhage.
brain damage.
Yeah,
Exactly.
mental hemorrhaging
He's
is
a Goliath.
Just drain,
I mean,
drain
brain,
damage.
he's a Goliath. Brain damage won't do that bad.
What'd you roll?
11.
11. Goes off into the crowd. You hear, ow!
I'm an innocent bystander. Why? Why? One day
was
for
this guy?
retirement.
You watch an old woman grab her throat.
I was one day from retirement.
She's holding a picture of a boat.
Why? I thought you were a pacifist. Oh, gurgle, gurgle.
I was gonna go see my grandkids on the coast for the first time.
Phyllis is like, fuck all of you. My shit, go.
Adventurers never think of collateral damage. Oh. We get sued. We're in court.
That's the one who shot me. I recognize its fur.
I recognize her.
Actually, you.
Oh, God.
You assumed their identity.
That's
Very
like
funny.
Mom laughing
Okay.
at.
All right. All right.
Okay, another bonus action message. Jerry, what the fuck?
Gary's like, me carried an Ivory's mouth.
I'm currently in a feline smaw.
Yeah,
I'll
know
finish
that
your
feeling.
turn. Willa, you are up.
She's your best friend at the
You're
moment.
dangling from the net. She grabbed the net. She didn't grab you.
Give me another charisma save.
15 plus nothing.
You're barely holding on to your sanity. You want to kill this maid bad, but
Yeah.
you're holding it together. You're in a public space. You recognize that much at least.
And I've literally, I've slowly been put back into society. I've been out there for a while. I've been losing my my charismatic ability.
Your inhibitions.
Yeah. So you know, going back into people, it's like, okay, we'll keep freaking out because I keep talking to them.
You watch as one of the Goliaths teeters over asleep, and he's like lying on his side, snoring. The maid sees that and is looking at that and looking at Ivory now carrying Jerry away in the
He
net,
looks into my empty sockets.
and then turns to look at you. He's definitely kind of terrified by you. Give me an intimidation check.
4. You have to whisper louder in the microphone.
You should leave.
It doesn't change your 4, but
Right.
it's good effort.
It's like,
Don't speak tree. Cat looks away from you on purpose.
right.
What are you doing?
I'm he's still restrained. The other guy, he's too far from him, right?
The other guy is asleep on the ground. The one to the left is about 30 feet away.
Cool. Can I try and vine whip his weapon out of his hand?
Sure. What's the range on that?
It's 30 feet.
Yeah,
It's
go
a
for it.
thorn
Give me-
whip. It's a thorn
Give
whip.
me a D20 and add your Dex modifier.
So disarmy today.
Natural 20. Plus
It's a heroic action.
2.
It's a
Yeah.
heroic action.
Yay, I got 2 of those.
Describe what you just did.
Cool. So, I turned from the mage, see that that guy was that was trying to attack our friend Jerry. I just go, my arm kind of turns into a whip, it latches around it, and I pull it back, pulling the guy with his sword because of his clench on it, and he falls prone.
Ooh, I like that. And then after he falls prone, you retract the blade, and now you have the blade in your hand. That will finish your turn.
Oh, that one had a blade, not a javelin?
No, he had a blade. The other one had a javelin. Although he's asleep now. So he's been knocked prone by your thorn whip, and you disarmed him.
Mm-hmm.
Already bashed him. He couldn't get that spell off. He's still asleep. But this guy is gonna see Ivory. Yeah, he'd do that. You watch as he reaches his hand out and casts Hold Monster on Ivory.
It's a beast. It's not a monster. Would that work?
Yeah, still works for him. Give me a wisdom save for Ivory, please.
Seven.
So,
Oh,
Jerry, you feel Ivory just come to a grinding halt. Like growling, barely can move.
Mhm.
You're dangling in the net's in its mouth, and you're kind of dangling underneath its chin.
Okay.
The mage can still try to break out of your restraint, but it's an action, and I think he has to make a strength check.
Okay.
Right?
It didn't say anything on the spell itself, so I would have to defer to you for that.
Yeah, because
What's the name of the spell?
Grasping Vine.
let me check. The easiest place to check.
Because I copied and pasted this stuff from.
You conjure a vine that sprouts from the ground in an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within range. And you can use the whole spell. The deck save. When you cast a spell, you can direct the vine to lash out at a creature within 30 feet that you can see. Creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be pulled 20 feet and directly toward the vine. Until the spell ends, you can direct the vine.
lash out.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
Doesn't.
I like to
That's-
think that it's slowly becoming more into
No, that's because it's concentration. I always
No.
forget about that.
Wait a minute
That's why.
though. It never. It doesn't say. All it says is it lashes out. It doesn't say that it.
That's another person. Like you can lash out someone else as a bonus action. The same creature or.
You can direct a vine to lash out at a creature within 30 feet of it that you can see. The creature must succeed in a dexterity saving throw or be pulled 20 feet directly toward the vine. So it doesn't say it.
Right, but the way we flavored hers was that
It's an area effect. And
it's an AoE and it basically acts as a restraint. But because it's concentration, he's actually that's the bit I didn't do. So he is going to bonus action guiding bolt you. So after casting the spell,
Good thing I'm a tree and I'm grounded.
he's gonna realize, and then he's gonna slam that over in your direction.
How does electricity affect a tree? That's
Holy shit, it's another natural 20.
Oh, heroic action. So what does he do to her?
Guiding bolt hits you for 10 points of radiant damage, and you immediately drop concentration.
Oh God. Is that what a tree screams like?
Really,
vines
really, that's what her tree
Go
screams
away.
like. That's really going to make her hate
That'll-
that mage.
Finish. Jerry, you're up. You're currently in the net in the mouth
Of Ivory.
of Ivory,
Mhm.
who is now being held, which means he is now concentrating.
I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and do a mind spike on him. Let me make sure I got him within range. Come on, buddy. Work on me.
You're what, 15 feet away? Should be in range.
With a
No,
mage?
You never know. Yeah, the mage.
5, 10, 15, 20 feet.
Good. 60-foot range. He has to make a wisdom save. Or it takes half damage. 3d8.
That is a 2 plus 3 is a 5.
It's a low roll. 9 points of damage.
Grabs his head, a little trickle of blood coming out of his nose.
Roll that 10. Don't roll a 10. Roll a 2.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's
Took
sweet.
damage.
Roll a 2. Roll a 1. Roll a
Nope,
3.
he holds concentration, just barely.
Darn it. I thought I'd get in on that one. Okay. That was my
That was your
action.
turn?
Yeah.
Top of the 4th round, Jade, you are up.
I'm still dangling there in the net. Throwing in mind spike.
You know, so Ivory's like mid-stride, frozen in place. The mage is concentrating on that, but at the same time cast a guiding bolt over at Willa, forcing her to lose concentration. The vines drop back down into the pavement, or into the cobbles.
They just flop.
It did
Oh,
a
wait,
guiding
sorry.
bolt. Wait, it did a guiding bolt and a hold monster at the same
This
time.
guy, half his movement to
Is
get
it a
up.
guiding bolt a concentration spell? I thought it
No,
was.
no, it's not. But it did guiding bolt and hold monster on the same turn.
Guiding bolt's a cantrip. For him it is.
Oh.
Welcome to.
But it is a cantrip bonus action.
I don't know where you're going.
Because okay, I've never been able to do a cantrip and regular spell that was not a bonus action.
If they were both actions.
So they're both action.
No, so his cantrip guiding bolt ability was a bonus action strike at her.
Okay.
And then his hold monster was his action on Ivory.
Okay. Bolt's a bonus action. I'm totally gonna take it.
You can actually start learning spells that are actions now. If you study them further, you can turn them into bonus actions.
All of my spells are bonus actions and they're cantrips now. I just do it all the time.
What I'm thinking about right now, and what I'm contemplating right now, is studying the geometric, spells, and coming up with a way to use my mind abilities to counterspell.
Alright,
I like that.
Because I don't like having
I'm gonna shoot him.
backward ass
The
magic
mage?
cast on me.
Uh-huh.
Go
With
for
the psychic.
What the mana put it? What the mana put it?
I think probably wants another boob.
Okay, after my turn I will boob him.
That's an action, so
Nah, it's right there. It's a
Bonus
bonus
action.
action.
1 second.
18.
18 will hit. Roll for damage.
Come on. Give me full damage. Give me full damage. Give me full damage.
All it took
That's
was her
close.
shooting that old lady, and now
10.
she's a brutal whirlwind.
Concentration is still holding.
What's he concentrating on again?
Trying to get.
The
I'm
hold-
gonna
hold monster
step
on
up to
Ivory.
him and can I bonus action shield bash into it?
You move into base with him.
Mm-hmm.
Bonus action. Slam your shield into him. Give me a d20. Add your strength modifier.
my dex.
Well, what's your primary skill set? Is it all
Dex.
dex? Yeah,
Yeah.
you can use your dex.
15.
That'll just hit him.
And what did you say? It was a 1d6?
1d6 plus your dex modifier.
7.
Still holding his concentration.
Okay.
Finish your turn.
Mhm.
Willa, you are up.
Because
With the
Ivory,
bad
wait,
guys
does
on
Ivory get a save?
Another charisma save, please.
Does Ivory get a save?
Yes, at the end of Ivory's turn. Give me a wisdom save.
7.
16?
16 will save. He is no longer being held at the end of his turn. You go into a rage, and you immediately go into base with the mage and make your melee strikes.
I was
She already
actually going to turn into my giant tree form too. Can I do that?
Your giant tree form?
Oh, you know, the
Is that
the guard-
wise?
No, it's not. But I'm
Because of your
angry.
charisma?
I'm
I
angry.
almost feel like you should become a tree ant. I like that idea a lot.
Just say giant tree, you know.
Charisma?
Oh, come on, kid. You're not helping. You're not helping.
It makes my attack stronger. And like, I like to think while I'm turning, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like grappling him and like kind of pulling him as I'm becoming.
Well, you can grapple him as an action.
Yeah, that's what, like my
Okay,
action.
Give me. So your strength is treant.
Uh-huh.
So your strength is now temporarily a 20.
Okay, I like that. I'm going to break that on here now.
Sounds like this fucking tree just comes into existence.
So that gives me +5.
Don't make her mad. You wouldn't like her when she's mad.
Give me a D20 for your strength. Add your modifier with advantage because of size.
I didn't see what it was before.
Roll it again.
Okay. 16
Plus 5.
+5.
21.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I already have advantage on strength-based attacks in that form.
He is currently grappled by you.
Excellent.
Probably because of the size.
Mm-hmm. It's like, you should have run when I said so.
He just looks at you. I still don't know what you're saying.
Look into the dark pits of my soul.
We never get to intimidate anybody.
Jerry, you're not very intimidating.
But I bet you have better charisma than me.
Probe one of the Goliaths.
Yeah, wait till you're face down on a table, strapped down to a table, and my probe's about to enter. You'll be intimidated. That's what's gonna happen to this mage if he lives or dies.
So that's your action. So you have your move and your bonus action.
Does that knock him out of concentration?
Nope.
Can I go like?
You know, bonus action, smash him into the ground.
Is that even a thing I can do?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Give me a sleight of hand with advantage. to make
Sleight
sure
of
you can
hand?
coordinate it.
With advantage. Sleight of hand. That would be a base 10.
Accidentally hit him into a building.
You pick him up, you go to slam, and he starts squirming in your grip, preventing you from getting a clear slam onto the ground. Go ahead and roll 3d6, and he'll take half damage.
5, 1, and 2. 8.
So he'll take 4 points and make a concentration save.
Roll 2.
That is a 11 and a 10. So the 10 is what he needed.
Yep.
That'll finish your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Their turn. He's going to try to break out of your grapple.
Ooh, I think
Oh, wait a minute.
I have
No,
to change your diaper.
he is going to... Let's do the Goliath first. This guy's going to come over here. Bonus action, kick him awake.
Oh, dick.
Have his movement to get up.
So funny, I know you were just setting him up, but the way you were setting him up, I just thought he was gonna flip into the cart.
One pulls out the axe because he's lost his sword. The other one uses a spear. Both of them are going to attack Ivory. That is a dirty 20 and a 17.
Can I use a reaction? Oh, it's gotta be on my turn.
No, you
Reaction.
got a reaction you want to use?
Well, I don't know if it'll work,
Yeah.
but
Both hit.
I wanted to try to use shield to protect her, protect the.
Track to Ivory?
Yeah,
Yeah, which gives her an
Plus
armor class
five.
of +5. What's your normal armor class?
14.
So
one
19,
hit.
both would miss. No, dirty 20 would hit.
Dirty 20.
You watch as a kind of like blue translucent shield forms around Ivory. The one with the spear kind of bounces off of it. The one with the axe will do 8 points of slashing damage from the axe.
Put down with my left hand.
Would you like me to write
it's
something
like
down
two
for you?
little circles, one on top of the other.
So being in your large tree form is a concentration event for you.
Okay.
Each round you're going to make a charisma save. As soon as you save a charisma save, you go back down to your normal size. So he is going to try to break your grapple. He's going to try to like peel apart your fingers and try to get out of your form. And if it's 5, roll higher than a 5 and he can't get out.
On a D20?
Mm-hmm.
5?
Oh my god.
What'd you roll?
A 5.
Plus your strength modifier.
Yeah. Which
So
is currently 10.
Five.
Yeah,
Ten.
so you still, he's like wiggling and he's trying to get out. That'll finish his turn. Jerry, you are
I
up.
got a natural 20 on it
Yes.
today. I haven't rolled one yet.
You're still in the net. You can feel Ivory's
knock on
got
wood.
control of herself again.
Okay.
Okay, now you're just playing with it.
And now you're just.
I'm going to attempt to get out of the sack. Well, is she still running?
She hasn't started to. She just got control of herself again.
I'm going to try. And they haven't gone yet, right?
They've gone.
Oh, they've
Hit me.
gone.
So
Well,
she's
I-
gonna.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to get out of the net.
Oh, why don't you just
Right.
like.
Roll a d20, add your strength modifier.
15, and I have no strength modifier.
DC's a 15. So you rip open the net, fall onto the ground, prone.
And then I'll use
Half movement to get out.
half my movement to get up.
Okay.
And I'll
Climb
move
on her.
half.
Climb on her.
No. Let's see.
He doesn't have mounted combatant.
Let's see. What would Jerry do?
Wouldn't that
Cut
be
myself
great
out.
though? Gnome on top of the
Halfling.
halfling. Sorry, halfling on top of the.
Yes, I'm very familiar with a halfling on top of direwolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, very.
But she's a cat. She's a cat.
Move half my movement.
And she's not usually that big.
These guys are bigger than me. Can run faster.
How big is she usually? Just regular house cat
The
size?
lynx? Mm-mm. Bigger than house cat size.
Just a
I
little
think I'm
bit.
gonna run back toward the.
Look at his face.
I think I'm gonna run back toward the mage.
golden retriever size. yeah.
Okay. Give me a charisma
It's,
save to do that, please.
it's a
All
big
right.
cat.
Because
like
I feel
like
like
a
I'm more
jaguar.
afraid of these guys.
Actually, give me a
Well, I
wisdom
mean,
save.
Oh,
They're
wisdom
not as
save,
big as they look. I mean, they're almost like the size of like a golden
A
retriever.
12.
Well,
Maybe a little bigger.
DC was a 10. I gave you a 50-50 shot.
There's bigger cats like lions
You're
and tigers, but
Not sure why you're doing it, but
Well,
fuck it. You decide to run
lynx-
towards it.
lynx
Well,
are
the reason
smaller, like
my
they're in
thinking
between.
is that these
Like a
two
mountain-
guys are like
like a
right
mountain
there,
lion.
and I want to get away from
Yeah,
them.
they're kind of.
And the
small.
mage
bigger
looks
than
like he's got his
golden
hands full.
More like a mastiff.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna move 15 right
It's like
there.
100
I'm not in
pounds.
base with anybody,
Because I
but
went to the safari
Okay.
park recently. and there was,
That'll
like, a
finish
cheetah.
your
It was, like-
turn.
It was like the size of a
Top of the 4th
Cheetah
round,
or
Jade,
Yeah.
or 5th round. Jade, you are up with
Okay.
Willa on deck.
she's just been brutally attacked.
Who's been brutally attacked?
Your cat.
Yeah.
Look, see, he's doing the thing where he's focusing on his fingers now. Trying
Oh,
to
I
do
like
the
that.
coordination.
Oh, look at him.
He's like, "Arr." No, he's
We'll
he's
do-
trying to rage.
We'll do Ivory
He's
first.
angry for it.
Okay.
Arr.
Ivory is gonna turn around and the
There you
two
go,
that
Bubba.
attacked her,
There you
she
go.
will fuck them up.
Okay, go for it.
Man, you got a grip, dude.
Really, she's gonna try.
You got a grip. Oh,
Okay, so
look
the
at that
bite
grip.
attack,
Look at that.
12 plus
Zero grip.
it's 12 plus 11.
23 will hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
And the one that hit her
Okay.
is the one that. Wait, no, because it's the one with the spear that is already bloodied.
Yeah.
So that's the one she's going to hit first.
Okay.
9 and 6 and 4. 19 plus 5. 24.
Grabs him by the throat, just thrashes him,
want
and
to kill him. She just wants to make him unconscious. But okay.
and he goes down.
And then
My
we're
wand
gonna
has
claw.
action now.
Yeah, you can turn into a Goliath.
A 3-foot tall Goliath.
You can be your own defense.
You still only maintain the 3 feet
Mhm.
tall,
Yeah.
no matter what you look like.
Well,
For him.
when I raise levels, I think when I hit maybe 10th level, I'm gonna see if I can be
Level thing you're speaking of?
whatever, like 10th, whatever.
When you improve your ability to
when I hit
synthesize
fucking
DNA.
When I hit my 155th milestone, I'll
Wait.
finally learn how to tie my shoelaces.
Does
Yeah.
14 hit?
14 does not hit.
I know
So
Jay's
she
being mean.
swipes at the other one,
Yeah.
but misses.
With
He's yelling
time,
at you
he
for
can.
being mean to Okaraki.
With time, you can learn to synthesize
And then
the
I'm
DNA
going to
better.
shoot the mage that's in her hands.
Okay, go for it. He is grappled, therefore
With,
you have advantage.
A psychic arrow.
A Psychic.
A psychic.
Is that similar to a Poseidon arrow?
Dice.
I don't know if you're drowning. That can
15?
be psychological damage.
15 will hit.
Drowning is psychological damage.
Oh, there's plenty of that going on right now.
Balderdash. I rolled a 1. 5 points of
5?
damage.
Okay. Arrow right in the shoulders. Got him grappled.
And his
Anything
head
else
hurts.
You would like to do?
That's a cantrip. Bonus action, I'm going to back up.
Or you could just move.
That's what I meant. Move, I'm going to back up.
Okay, where are you going?
Not getting squished by the giant tree.
Okay.
That is Willow. So, yeah.
Who is currently raging?
Yeah.
Should I take points in
don't like it.
barbarian? I mean, seriously.
What is this points in barbarian that you speak of?
Like taking pointers from what they're
Yes.
what they do.
Taking probers.
He's
He's got a strong grip, doesn't
He's
he?
got a crazy grip.
Oh, my
What you
grip.
doing, buddy?
Nice
What you
smile.
doing, buddy? Oh.
Nice
Because
smile.
I see the lady all the time.
He was
Could just
holding
be
him
some men.
earlier. It was really
He's
nice.
cramping on my arm. Can't move it.
I know, he's got a grip. He holds on.
Mhm.
You would too if you don't want them memories to slip away.
Thanks for the memories.
That finish your turn there, Jade?
Yeah.
Okay, Willa, you are up.
Let's
So give me
turn
another
around.
Christmas save.
Let's turn it around. You can see more.
17.
17. You're back into your small form.
While I'm reducing my size, can I keep like my tendrils wrapped around him and like
You can
squeeze him
try.
as my attack?
It'll be your action to maintain the grapple.
Yeah, I want to kind of
Give me a
squeeze
strength check.
him. It'll be with my regular strength right
Yep.
now. That's 10 plus 3, so 13.
16. He is no longer grappled. Because you lose your grip. You still have your bonus action and your move.
I'll say, I will kill you.
Give me intimidation check when you do that.
17 plus nothing.
He definitely has a look of concern on his face. He's looking over at one of the glasses down by Ivory, the other one, and then looking at you, but sees Jerry.
If
Not-
you stay here,
He's kicking.
I will not be responsible for my actions.
He just kind of. He's looking nervous. He's looking definitely a little bit nervous.
Yeah, he was just grappled by a giant tree.
Do you want to move at all?
I'm going to get up in his face. And I don't know if I can. I can't save a bonus action or anything, so I can't stop him if he tries to cast another spell.
Because you already used your action to keep him to try to keep him grappled.
So
You move
I'm
into
ju-
base with him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get in between him and his target, so I'm blocking
Get
his line
in
of sight.
between him and Jerry.
Yeah, I'm blocking
Okay.
his line of sight.
Fair enough. Finish your turn. The bad guys are up.
You could try to lift yourself.
Watching his buddy go down.
Pull-ups.
Going to turn and move towards you, Jade. Give me an attack of opportunity for Ivory.
You could sit yourself up.
Stare at your phone.
Yeah. Oh, let me play again. Watch him be.
16.
16 will miss. The Goliath is going to use his axe on you.
Hey, I didn't say you could ask me a few questions.
That'll be 21.
I must ask you a question, but I'll shave it for later.
That is 13 points of slashing damage from the
Ow.
axe. I know I got max damage. And give me a DC 10 concentration check. God, you're rolling low.
Wait. Do I get... No, I don't get advantage, do I?
Well, it's a
What's my
con save.
Do I get advantage?
No, but it's a con save. Did you add your modifier?
I didn't.
You remember what you rolled?
It was low.
Was it low enough, like, it was an 8, then you could add 3 and it's 11?
You can move like a 200.
I don't remember.
Then you failed.
You failed because you were locked to remember.
And your short-term memory is shit.
Well, I think it was a 3.
Oh, if it was a 3, that's definitely too low.
Yeah.
What'd I do with your little baby Ivory?
Links?
Yeah. Oh, you want to do it? Okay.
There's a lion over here,
I think it was a
Make
lion.
another one.
but it's like the size of that one.
No, it was a little
No,
lion.
it's a little metal one. For some reason, I can't seem to keep everybody's miniatures in one space.
Oh,
like I
look at
want
that
to.
baby.
Because you use them for the same
Can
thing.
you smell like that? Can you
Sometimes.
smell like that?
There looks to be like some little frogs down here.
Well, and I purposely made it the metal mini so that it can be used.
How about a jackalope? We can use a jackalope.
Hey, let's see what else we can
Where is
do.
a jackalope pro?
I just don't understand where it can just disappear. That's the weird part. Oh, you know what?
Hmm.
It's over here. It got knocked on the ground by a big bud.
How about a manticore?
It's right here. It's on the pirate ship.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because I was in Debtor's Gambit.
Ah. Yes, because I have a kitty in Debtor's Gambit too.
I am very aware of my
So with that,
my rear issues.
concentration is gone.
Your rear end is nicer.
Not if you can't ride the rides at Knott's Berry Farm.
Because going to Naughty Farm is so important.
It is very important. I like Ghost Rider.
All right.
I'm too
So
big for
the
the crossbar.
mage. Double check something. He's running out of spell slots. That sounds like a poo-poo grat.
Pooping on Uncle Ivar.
Give me a wisdom save, please,
Me?
Jerry. Yep,
21.
21. Yeah, he tries to cast whole person on you. Doesn't take, and now he's looking around. Sees you.
Jerry would have to be a person to do that.
I've gotten his line of sight in the first
Humanoid.
place. So he's had to look past me at his target.
Oh yeah, he wants his target badly. It's a big payday. Eric's like, fuck. Look at the look on Sebastian's face. I prefer anime. Do you have any tentacle on there?
We're watching babies. And when
Showing him
when the
his
baby
grandson.
kicks, he kicks. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Why am I so small and on that tiny little square device? That'll finish the mage's turn. The Goliath went. Jerry, you are up.
Okay. I will do a mind spike. Mind Blast on him.
Okay.
So I have to roll the hit. Dirty 20.
That'll definitely hit.
And he will take 8 points of psychic damage.
Nice. What do I have concentration on him for?
He was concentrating on
Old monster.
No.
he was though.
No, I put it on there for something
What's
else.
the matter? Well, okay.
Oh, he was trying to do hold person.
You
He
done with
failed,
me?
and he succeeded his wisdom saving throw. So,
All right, Mom. I think he's getting
so
done
he
with,
was not
done with
concentrating
Uncle
anymore.
Ivar.
How much damage?
Oh, 8 points of damage.
8 points. He grabs his head again. And he's just looking at you like someone who read a report and now is beginning to understand.
My significance.
Yeah, like the strange behavior coming from you, because you're not
I'm not
casting or anything.
I'm
It's
just
just like every time like your eyes kind of flare, and he's. So yeah. Anything else you want to do? This guy's looking. He's looking a little beat up.
By his brain.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on with the other Goliath? Is he in base with somebody? Is he fighting?
Yeah, he's fighting Jade.
Okay.
This is
Okay, I think
my
I'm gonna
evil-
stay close to Willa.
Okay.
Or she protects me.
That'll finish the 5th round. Puts at the top of the 6th round. Just gotta wait for Jade because she is up with Willa on deck. Tiny little ridiculous poodle in your lap.
And then you don't just
She is so silly.
Yeah,
That dog. She can't see or hear shit.
but she can
That
feel
dog.
and she can love.
I don't know about love. I would
She
call
can
it.
demand love. How about that?
Yeah.
Can a lich really have blood in his heart?
Sure.
I shouldn't kid. He's lived a long time, it looks like.
She's 16.
Half my age.
My cat was 20 when he died.
This dog is half my age, which is not something most dogs can say.
Yep. Well, little dogs tend to do better than big dogs.
Because big dogs have like heart problems and brain exploding problems and hip problems.
Just a higher metabolic rate. Just have bigger problems generally.
People are the same way, you know that?
Depends on your genetics.
Whose turn is it?
Jade,
I knew that.
waiting for her to come back.
In the meantime, spontaneous dog. Chaotic action.
Villagers are crushed.
They're screaming, why, dog, why?
It's great. It's great. You hit the old lady with an arrow. That was great. That really put her in a conundrum when that happened.
I know.
It's hilarious.
It didn't really happen, but it definitely got her out of her.
Can have her
Brothers.
killing funk.
What took me out when you were killing fun?
Shooting that old lady in the neck with an arrow.
I did not shoot her, an old lady in the neck with an arrow.
The one that was one day in retirement from the general
that's the one
store.
that got me. Yeah, she wasn't. She was yelling something about kill all the humans, and then she shot me in the throat.
Oh my god, you guys are terrible.
I was yelling at them to stop fighting in the streets.
Got this in my throat.
Well,
He's got the other
Maybe.
one.
maybe.
I'm the Omega one.
In a second. Let me
Okay.
finish these.
Root seed. Do you do that now?
What?
You're up.
I'm going to cast Ensnaring Strike as a bonus action. I'm still concentrating now. And so it says with a weapon attack. Does shooting my arrows count as a weapon attack? Or does it have to be...
No, I'm okay with it being an arrow. The only problem is in base with you, unless you're shooting someone else.
The mage is not in base with me.
The mage isn't. No,
I was going to shoot the mage. Oh.
but the
Okay.
Goliath's in base with you as well. It's your call.
I take my weapon, my longsword out, and I'm going to slash him.
Go for it.
I'll do the.
What happened to your dog? I mean, your cat.
It got hold
Oh, is
on.
that it now?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I cast enlarge to make it bigger,
Bless you.
and I lost concentration. So I'm gonna take out my longsword and hit. 19 plus 4.
Definitely hit. Roll for damage.
Nine. And so next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact, and the target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the magical vines until the spell ends.
The grasping vine.
Ensnaring strike.
Okay.
So strength saving throw.
That is an 8.
Well, he failed.
So is he restrained?
He is restrained. And while restrained by the spell, the target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of its turns.
I thought.
Okay.
Did you attack the mage?
No,
She was going to,
I
but
was.
this guy's in
The
base.
guy's in base with me, so. He takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of his turns. A creature restrained by the vines, or one that can touch the creature, can use its action to make a strength saving check against your spell DC.
How blind she is. She thinks you're close enough.
It's the glasses. Okay, so that'll be on the start of his turn that he'll take
Yep.
the piercing.
Still have your move.
Look like a
He's
Cylon.
restrained, so he can still attack me though.
All I can see is a line of light across his eyes. And I'll go with it.
He
looks like a robotic
He is a
DM.
Cylon. Okay. What?
I have a little red dot doing this.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool. I wish I could see it.
No, you don't.
Well,
Hi, buddy.
Did something
Um,
do to him?
huh?
Is it massaging him or something?
It's a vibrating chair. Yeah,
Sweet.
and it rocks.
Why don't they make those adult size?
They do.
They do. It's called the massage chair.
You can buy them at what's that Brookstone store in the mall?
$6,000.
For like
That's
yeah.
why. Why can't they be that price for adult size?
the hell's a mall? I've never heard of it before.
We're in the mall right now.
All right.
It's like an indoor market.
So then Ivory is going to bite him as well.
Okay, go for it.
Bite and claw.
It's right at crotch level.
Right at crotch level.
I'm now imagining cartoon
Oh.
on the butt.
Rolled a 1
Oh no!
So describe your critical failure.
and a 17.
So, I have an imagination of a cart running over Ivory in the traffic.
And then
Tail.
she runs under another cart and dies. That's what they do, right?
The cart runs over her tail.
She gets. Oh yes.
No, there's a rocking chair
You rolled
contest
a 1 for that
happening.
one.
There's a rocking chair contest happening in the mall, and she gets her tail cut. Nervous as a cat in a rocking chair.
Critical success and failures are only for the player character.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay,
And our enemies.
so the second one is a lot.
Second one will hit.
Okay.
First one was the bite or the claw?
First one was the bite, second one's a claw.
Okay.
And the claw. Ooh, I got a llama. I'm pretty sure that's a 6. 6.
Llama's always a crit.
9 points of damage.
You want some?
Max damage.
Max damage.
Yep. But she's not big
He's
enough.
starting to look a little rough.
Okay. Sorry.
Anything else you want to do?
No, I did my bonus action.
Plenty.
I did
but
my
do I have
action.
actions for it?
I don't want to attack of opportunity, so I'm not gonna.
Okay.
It's like,
Willa,
yes.
you're up. With
I
the
would
bad
like
guy on
7
deck.
actions, please. I would like to do many things.
Yeah, I want 7 actions too.
7 seems like the right number of actions.
Well, 5 is my favorite number, so maybe I want 5.
Choose for the bonus. Bonus actions.
1 is the loneliest number there is.
All right. Do I have to roll to see if I'm still wanting to murder this guy?
Yeah, give me another charisma save. Start of each of your turns.
17 again.
Oh, you keeping your anger in check. What are you doing?
Okay, I know Jerry's right behind me, and this guy is trying to hurt Jerry, and I don't like wizards. I'm going to stab him.
Go for it.
With the sword that you just took away, or
Oh
with
my
your other-
gosh, that would be so therapeutic.
Go for it.
It's not
There you
my
go.
sword. I'm going to stab him with the sword I just stole.
Yeah,
That's
Oh,
18.
yes.
that'll hit.
Plus 3. Okay. I'm guessing it's still a D8, though.
D8.
Yeah,
That's only a 1.
You rolled a
Plus 3.
D6.
Oh, that's a D6.
That
With
is
the
a
D8
D6.
damage.
D8 damage.
D8. That's a 7. Plus 3.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You watch as she just runs that sword right through the midriff to the mage, out its back. You watch as its entrails kind of
Oh,
slice out of its backside. And he just...
I tried to warn you. You just wouldn't listen!
Still have your move.
we're gonna get thrown in jail.
I would like to pick him up with my bonus action and walk to a guard.
Okay, you pick him up.
Uh-huh.
Give me a quick perception check to see if you even see a guard.
That's a 7 plus 3. 10.
I mean, you probably wouldn't even know what a guard looks like.
Uh-huh.
You don't see any immediate signs of Crown's guards anywhere,
Mm-hmm.
or any of the Dawnfather guards.
Oh, good. We
So you just kind of sit there looking around with this
Blacksmith
corpse
is
over
right
your
there. It's
shoulder.
like,
Yeah, what's the blacksmith?
Blacksmith is just like in shock that you guys are doing this in his shop. However, during the bad guy's turn, he's going to see what happened to the mage, and immediately throws down his weapon. And
It takes 1d6.
yep, roll like he's trying to get away. So as he throws his weapon down and he turns to run, the thorn from like his midsection down to his ankle gets peeled away, and his femoral just shreds. And
Well,
his
he couldn't.
ugh,
He couldn't run away.
Does he fall down?
yeah, he's dead.
Oh.
I mean, he tried to get away and took the. He only had 3 hit
He
points
couldn't
left.
get away. He was restrained.
I know, but
No. He tried to
he
get
tried
out
to
of the
get away, which
restraint.
meant that he
And then
takes
he
the
died.
damage.
Look
Look at her face. She's in like
she's-
serious
He-
angst.
he's dead, and she's still reading the spell that he's dead on. Wait a minute. No. He can't even try to run. It says right here. I'm going to rush over and probe that mage.
I'm
Okay.
currently holding him.
That we're out of initiative.
Okay.
You come over to do that. Give me sleight of hand.
Okay. I'm good at that. So I get
And Willa goes,
Montage.
"Whoa, wait, not his butt."
And you wonder why I don't like you, Jerry. So gross.
wow. That sucks. Well, yeah, it's gonna suck. So I only got
As
like
I said, Willa goes, "Whoa, wait, Jerry, not his
I only
butt."
got a 5.
A 5.
Yeah.
It's a pretty shitty DNA sample. It's almost like he was
You know what
confused
it
with the
is,
magical
right?
protection
You
to
know
protect,
what this
to
is
protect
my
you
safe
from
zone.
getting the DNA sample and therefore learning precisely who was involved.
If you have like a
Okay.
stick on top of it, a sword, and this extends your reach even more.
Let's make a hasty retreat.
So with that, we're out of initiative. The crowd of gawkers and onlookers are beginning to swarm around the Goliath. You've currently got the mage corpse on your shoulder.
And look at the blacksmith.
The dwarf,
Where's the authority?
Get the fuck out of my shop. Just get out.
Where's
And,
the
Get-
I'm
authority?
I-
I'm collecting Jerry and
Authorities.
Willa
We
and
don't want any
Ivory and
authorities. We
let's
don't need
run.
any
Let's
imperial
go.
entanglements.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Leaving the
That
shop.
way. Let's leave. Let's go.
So the
Let's
three of
leave.
you kind of stumble out. She's got a mage dead on her shoulder.
Willa, cover
Ivory
him
and
with leaves.
I slowly start to engulf his body in vines and absorb him.
Don't absorb him yet.
give me a deception check. See if you can make it look like your hair.
6 plus nothing.
Like a human shawl wrapped around her shoulders, the vines and leaves, and she goes, "How's this?" As you look, all you can see is a dead wizard face poking out of the vines and leaves.
Willa, cover his face.
A big leaf just goes.
So where are you guys going? What are you doing? It's late afternoon, about to become early evening, and then as you're kind of walked away from the scene and you're leaving that, you're leaving the. I believe you were in the.
There's lots of witnesses.
The
They all saw it.
blacks-
There's
You
no
were in the
running.
farthing, the throne farthing. You leave that section. You can head over to the market district or the Lions district.
Is there a quiet alley somewhere
Yeah, we
nearby?
need to find a quiet alley.
Give me
We
a perception check.
I don't know, double horrible.
Willow, you can make a
I got a
perception check
19.
too. 19.
I got a 14.
11 plus 2 or 3.
Oddly enough, this is when you're good. And you're like, okay, that alley looks great. So if I'm in panic mode, that's the alley I'm heading for. And you steer them towards that alley, and there's pile of like debris and empty crates and half empty trash barrels of wooden type, and it's a nice dank smelling alley because you could see where it would like snow and then partially melt but then freeze and snow, like a frozen
Yeah,
like smelly
Frozen,
alley.
smelly alley, okay.
It's maybe only about 3-4 feet across. It looks like it winds deeper into the residents and smaller shops in the area.
Put him behind that debris and search him.
Yes, I'm going to search him.
Okay, give me investigation. You set him down.
Can I try to get another probe into him
12? 12.
so that I'm not running and panicking?
Yeah,
Well.
go for it. Try again.
Finally. A 21.
You take the sample.
It doesn't have to tell me anything you want it to tell me.
Yeah,
It's just that I want the sample because I want to become him.
Yeah, you've got enough of a DNA sample to look
It's
like
a-
him if you choose to.
Okay.
Careful.
You find
halfling.
a component pouch, and you find a spell book.
Ooh, I am taking the spell book
I figured.
and the component pouch.
He has a small pouch of 22 gold pieces on him.
Component pouch. Spell book.
A small vial of a red liquid.
22 gold. Small vial.
You should have used it.
And a copper messenger case, about 6 inches long and an inch in diameter, with a screw top on it.
Ah,
Case.
wonder what's in that.
You said 6 inches by 1 inch?
Mm-hmm. Guys are currently in the alleyway, just in time to watch the daylight kind of go away, and the
Okay.
nighttime air is beginning to appear.
We
It's
should
definitely
make our way
dark
back
out.
to our camp. Or to our
Let's clean
rooms.
ourselves up, make sure we have no blood and gore on us, and then we'll go.
Is there dirt in this alley?
I'm fine.
There's a healthy amount of muck.
Cool. I'm just gonna plant myself and trying to absorb him in my roots.
It'll take a while.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this over my rest. This is where I'm gonna take my rest.
Willow, you want to stay here?
Yeah.
We're leaving.
I thought you wanted to sleep in the
And then the
adventure
three of you are having this conversation, like a dozen Crown's Guard just kind of go marching right by, like they're looking for something.
This is what I'm doing.
I'm gonna turn invisible
I'm becoming a tree.
and make my way
Okay,
back to the
you become a
to
tree.
where we're staying.
Jerry did
Jerry's gone.
his thing. I will see y'all later at the Adventuring Guild, and I
You make your way over to the Azure Hammer
Yeah.
Guild Hall.
That's where
Azure
I'm going.
Azure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eventually, you two run into each other,
Mhm.
so you make your way into the room.
Willa
your-
doesn't look like her when she turns into a tree, does she?
No, she just looks like a tree.
Okay, that's what I thought.
So, it's an interesting 4 hours that you slowly absorb the mage. You also absorb some of his most recent memories as well,
Ooh, interesting.
and we'll resolve that in a bit.
Cool.
The interesting part is you're peed on 3 separate times.
I don't.
One of
care.
those
I'm a tree.
times, someone's looking and going, I don't remember there being a tree here. And looks down to see a partially decomposed finger just disappear into the root system.
I am the
And then he's
giving.
peeing for a different reason.
I am the
And then
giving.
he just like immediately walks away from the tree.
I am the giving tree.
He's still peeing though.
Yes, he walks
he's
away.
drunk.
The giving tree.
It's like that
So
hangover.
you
movie, too.
essentially now have
Flashback.
had your long rest.
Mm-hmm.
You guys got back to the Azure Hammer Guild Hall probably way early evening, so you're up in your rooms. You've absorbed him,
Okay.
and you turn back into your hybrid form. And it's strange. There's a recent memory of this person talking to a very elderly individual. They're in a room that is filled with ceramics and bottles and tubing and alchemical equipment. There are lab tables everywhere. And then there's the mage having a conversation with the old man, but you never quite see the face of the old man. The mage takes something from the old man, looks at it, and then turns to leave, and that's where your memory just kind of disconnects from absorbing him. This has happened to you before. Sometimes things that you absorb, it's a latent kind of memory you pick up on, but it has to be recent memories that they're exposed to. And because he is a mage, it's kind of channeled into you naturally because you like these things. You
And I'm
despise
kind
mages.
of made with magic.
Yeah,
kind
and your
of.
innate arcane form.
Mm-hmm.
By the time you get back to the Azure Hammer, you're now up in the. Did you guys get separate rooms or a single room?
We got separate rooms, and Willow was going to stay in the courtyard.
Okay. So, before you use the courtyard, you can go upstairs and talk to them if you want to, or you can do whatever you want. But you've had your long rest.
The thing that he took from the elderly person, did it look like the copper tubing?
No.
No.
No. It didn't look like that at all.
It was just like, did I see exactly?
Couldn't see.
It was just something.
Something was handed to him,
Mm-hmm.
and he took it and looked at it and then put it in his pocket and walked out.
Was it in his pocket that you searched? Oh, okay. I'll go talk to you because you went and searched him before I absorbed him.
Are you in your room, or are you in the room with me?
I'll be in a room too, because we're all waiting for everybody.
So it's
to get
now
together.
mid-evening. No sign
We're
of
playing
the
cards.
mage's corpse. It seems that Will has done her thing with it. The three of you are in one of the 3 rooms that you've
Oh,
acquired.
did I manage to get the mage's name from the memories?
Nope, no
Okay.
conversation was picked up.
He doesn't know his own name. It's fine.
He doesn't know his own name. Sounds legit. So I'm going through the spell book in the room
Okay,
during
give me
the 4 hours.
investigation while you've got some downtime. Anything you want to do while you're waiting for Willa to get back from whatever she's doing with the mage's corpse?
Yeah, he wants to look at the copper messengers.
Yeah, the copper measure thing. Yeah. I'm gonna study it first. There's
Give me investigation.
okay. Looking
15?
for anything.
Um,
The primitive spellcaster.
he's got a handful of spells written in here, and some cantrips.
Dirty 20.
The first spell you pick up on is Magic Missile. Another spell that you thought was more complex is Guiding Bolt, but he seems to have it written as a cantrip, something that he's been practicing for a very long time. He also has Firebolt. He also has a spell called the Truth Seeker. And then he has Message. And he has Scry.
Okay.
So you now have those spells in
How
that spell
long
book.
to study those to put them in my spell book?
Give me an Arcana check as you try to piece all this together and figure out what this might take.
9.
Could take a while. These are complex. Some of them are more complex than the others. Messenger, you already know. You're familiar with it. Scry seems very complex as you read it in more detail. And the cantrip guiding bolt has you flummoxed. Like, you're reading the way he's incanted it and with the arcane writing, and you're like, what the fuck? It's even
Well,
more.
all my downtime is going to be spent studying these.
Fair enough. The copper tube is glyphed.
Lift.
Okay.
And it looks like a ward.
I'm going to.
The two of you can click off a short rest if you like to.
Okay.
She's gotten a long rest because she absorbed the mage's matter.
And I was trees while I did it.
I'll have to wait for a long rest, and I'll be able to do. I'll use my telekinesis on it, like a mage hand,
Okay.
To set off the glyph.
to open it from farther away,
Fair enough.
so I don't get.
It might destroy what's in it, though. As
Do you-
fires, or not fire.
Do you have any primitive
Jade.
magic that will?
Well, I mean, you and him are in the same room,
Right, that's
waiting
what
for
I'm-
Willow to
I'm
get
telling
back.
him.
So yeah,
You know, as we're discussing what we're investigating.
It has a glyph.
The
give me
glyph,
an Arcana check as you look at the ward on top of the
I don't like this dice today.
I
7.
got it.
It looks complex. It's definitely designed to trigger an event if it's opened, but it also looks like it could be dispelled. I mean, it is a traditional ward.
Spell magic. Ooh, purple.
Ooh, purple.
Can I try my Arcana and see if I can see what type of ward it is?
Sure.
19.
It is a very low form of disintegration. You get the feeling that if you open this without dispelling or speaking the incantation,
It'll just disintegrate whatever's inside of
the
it.
tube, everything.
Oh, okay.
That was what I was
I'll
thinking.
tell you what it is. So
Ooh, green.
we'll have to.
So as the two of you do this throughout the early part of the evening, eventually Willa comes upstairs and into the room. She smells a little bit like urine and vomit, but
Well, we may need to have you take a shower.
I'm a tree.
Okay, so get rained on.
You have rain
She,
readily available.
she can go out.
Shower.
She can go out into the woods. All right.
so 3 of you are back together again.
You don't want them?
It's mid-evening. What would you guys like to
I'll
do?
trade you.
We're trading
Well-
back
Die.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Gotta
Those
catch 'em.
individuals were more adept at capture than I thought they would be.
Why were they after you, Jerry?
Yeah.
I was accidentally seen in my true form by.
You
Or
are
not-
not usually this small and diminutive.
Well, we have seen him.
Have we seen it?
In the
No.
6 months, have we seen him change?
No.
No? Okay.
I mean, it's
Or-
up to him to tell you whether or not you've
Is it-
seen him.
This isn't my
true
true
form?
form.
What do you normally look like?
A small being, like a halfling. Let's
So
leave it
you
at that.
normally
But
look like you? How is that different than the form
So-
you're in now?
it's different. But this individual saw me, and now apparently they want to study me or
Do you have longer
probably
ears
commit
than your true
vivisection
form?
on me so that they can find out what
What's
what makes
vivisection?
me tick.
I understand.
It's where they cut you open while you're still alive.
I
Like we did to
understand.
that mage?
They're more like strapped to a table probably, and
So they stab.
I
So
know,
we put
they
strap the mage to a table.
look at my
and then-
innards and how things work,
Jerry. I won't
Probably
let them
use-
take you.
and probably use me for some types of potions or whatever barbaric magic that they use.
Jerry, I will not let them take you.
Thank you. Smell like humanoid urine.
That's what I said. That's why she needs
Very
a shower.
strong, pungent odor.
It's good. It's got good nitrates. in
Not
it.
unlike what I normally
No,
Good for the soul.
No. You're in
Not
Gale's
unlike what I
plant.
drank at my home.
Well, in high
where I
dosages,
came
but
from.
if it's
It reminds me of home.
if it's diluted 10 gallons.
What'd you get for your Arcana check?
It's
a
got
19?
nitrates in it.
Oh, that's right. You already knew it was a disintegration
Mhm,
ward.
mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's see that book.
Yep. And I tell you what the spells are.
Hands it over to you.
All right. I'm studying how their primitive minds comprehend
The weave.
what they do, you know.
Fair enough.
And I'm gonna figure out. I don't like them casting these.
The only one I can't figure out is Guiding Bolt. How did he make it a cantrip?
Practice. Lots of practice.
I'll look
all
at the
time.
guide. I'll help her with the guiding bolt. I'm gonna look at it and see if I can
Okay.
figure out.
Give me an Arcana
what
check.
He did.
As you examine it in more depth.
Oh, baby. Nat 20, 23.
You get the feeling that this individual made a couple shortcuts in their arcane writing. Yes, he figured out a way to cast this as a more abbreviated fashion as opposed to what would take a bit more effort, but it's dangerous. And you've heard this discussed before, called meta magic or wild magic. And when he cast it, something must have happened to him when he cast it. It just wasn't present at the time.
Later on this evening.
So it could be learned.
Looks like it could be learned, sure.
Okay.
You get inside her brain and teach it to her with your mental abilities.
His- yeah, I guess I will use my. It doesn't matter. He made shortcuts to the mathematical formula. You can cast the spell. You can do it, but it could cause complications.
Complications?
Well, he's not using it as it normally would be. He's made shortcuts, and these shortcuts could be dangerous to the caster.
So it's a spell with side effects.
Side effects.
So you could learn it if you do this, and see he skipped this large part here. There's a large part missing right here.
Oh. Well, I don't want to do things that are dangerous for me. Only do things that are dangerous for other people. No, that sounds
Okay.
wrong.
I'm gonna study the spells on how they work so that I can figure out counterspell, or I can figure out how I can make my mind decide that the effects of a spell are not going to work on me because they're so primitive
I disbelieve that.
that I just disbelieve it because it's so idiotic.
Oh, I love that. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
it's like somebody that doesn't believe in magic, magic just doesn't work as well on them.
Voodoo isn't real.
Yeah.
Your spells are voodoo.
So it's my mind basically saying that's not happening.
So you're noping out of things?
Yeah. Nope. So that's what I'm going to
Stay looking
study
at
for
my-
that.
Nope.
I'm going to write that down or I'm going to forget.
I'm gonna
Okay.
nope out of that.
Studying.
And I would say the complexity of the way
Nay.
this
Nay.
maid wrote his own spell, you get the feeling meta magic is a course that you want to take. Like there's something about the way he manipulated the meta magic that gives you the idea of being super creative with magic.
Mhm.
But the more creative you try to get, the more dangerous it gets as well.
Let's see, I'm smart though, so I can minimize the danger. That's how Jerry's thinking right now.
Easy. I just gotta not blow myself up.
Yeah.
That's easy.
And if these primitive numbskulls
As long
can
as
do
you're
it,
not in Sebastian's diaper right now.
Did he just lotion bottle it?
He
What
just
did
lotion
you
bottled it
do, Bubby?
like 3 times.
He
no.
seems very happy about it.
You better fix that, Mama.
No,
It feels good to sit in your shit, but only for a little while.
it didn't.
He
No.
hates it.
It didn't sound squidgy. It just.
Oh, okay.
Just gassy.
Oh,
gassy.
gassy. Okay, gotcha.
He always sounds like, an upturned lotion bottle.
Oh,
Didn't sound squidgy though.
okay.
Okay, so yeah, gonna spend the rest of the evening studying the spellbook with Jerry.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything before you take your long rest?
Wherever he's sleeping, I'm gonna be sentinel over him.
I'm Jerry.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, Jerry, do you want to sleep in your own room, or maybe we should stay together tonight?
Yes. That would be tactically sound.
Because I already got my my full rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I can just stay awake and alert.
Good.
And
You want
he,
to?
I'm
he just
currently
lays down on the floor and rolls under the bed.
I'm a potted plant in the corner.
I'm trying to suggest lies on the floor.
He just lays down straight like this and goes, and then puts his hands like this and goes to sleep. They ain't gonna find me unless they look under the bed.
Oh my god, it's so true. So you I'll say this much on the you can pick one of the spells from the book
Mhm.
and give yourself an intelligence check and see if you can learn one tonight. With the exception of guiding bolt, that's going to take a
Yeah, and
More of an
Scry,
effort.
because you said those were.
yeah. Those two seem very sophisticated.
I'm
Can I assist
gonna
her on it?
go with magic missile.
You're asleep.
You said
Oh, it's okay,
advantage.
Jenna, okay. She's gonna do it before I go
Or
to
No,
no,
bed.
just
not
an
advantage?
intelligence check.
Just an
Right.
intelligence check. What
Roll
dice do I want to use?
D20 and
Okay, we'll try this one. Come on, don't.
Come
fail
on,
me.
baby.
Come on, baby.
Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
Mama
I give
needs
her
a new
bardic
spell.
inspiration. Oh wait, I'm not a bard.
She gives her tree inspiration.
Intelligence.
Tree inspiration.
I give her guidance. Oh wait, I'm not a cleric.
Oh my god.
No, I'd love to get
Where,
some
what
healing.
side's the dot
What is up with you guys?
on? Oh no, not on the good side.
yeah, like random outcomes could be really
I'm
controlled.
gonna take these 2 dice and put them in a fire.
No, seriously, I rolled a natural 20 on this one
I
today.
got a 9.
A 9.
It's a good one.
Hey,
This one's the boss die.
It's
I'm-
rough.
It's okay. I'm
Is
gonna
it
keep,
Try.
second?
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
try
keep-
and
I'm
just
keeping
doesn't,
at
it. It's a
doesn't
guard.
click.
I'm keeping at
This
it.
is
We
the-
have
this is
several
the-
days.
This
Trip.
is newbie.
I'm gonna
Okay.
learn these spells by the time we get to where we're going.
Okay.
I'll have to trust you with your dice. That's all right. I probably haven't rolled that great either. My pointy dice is my main. This is the one that does good for me.
I mean, getting natural ones suck, but they're also very fun at the same time.
I don't know if I'd like them, but I really like the pointy dice. Don't step on them though. But
Right?
The fours or the
No,
eights?
no.
So
So
we have the dice box.
no, feel my
I'm
feel my
gonna pull a
dice.
different dice box
Oh.
out.
It's very
Very pointy.
very pointy.
So the night goes by.
Look,
No
wipe it off.
untoward visitors. Dawn arrives. You guys are on your 5th day of travel, I believe.
We were on our 6th when we got here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You were on
Day 5 is when we showed up to.
right. So you're on day 6.
No, we're on day 7 now.
No, because you lost the day.
No, wait. Day 6 we arrived at Galliac.
Yeah, day 6 we reached the outskirts of
Gotcha.
So we spent the whole day in Galliwack.
Galwick.
Galwick.
Gallywhack.
Tallywhacker?
Yeah,
I love how the letters aren't even in the word and you still make it up.
Yeah, whatever.
Tallywhacker.
You make them up. I don't make
the
them
Well,
up.
I'm supposed to make them up. That's my job.
But I break it down to the root.
There's
And
no
then-
L.
Yeah, I know, but in my language, in Gray's language. Okay, so it's day. So it's day 7 now.
It's day 7. There is a knock at the door.
It's my room,
is
Lila.
at the door.
I'm gonna go check it. You grab it through.
Just baseball.
Okay. Go check the door. Yeah?
It's the receptionist.
Hey?
Oh hi. I was not on shift last night. My name is Melvin.
Melvin.
There's a captain of the guards who wished to question the three of you downstairs.
I'm looking for 3.
I know the other 2 rooms are empty. I tried knocking on those first.
We only had 2 rooms. I
I
wasn't
only
planning
have
on
2 rooms.
Oh, yeah. I
Do
wonder
you
if
need
the
more
third
bug?
door I knocked on. Should check that later. Anyways, if you and your friends can, well, make
She
your way
need to go
downstairs
body
at some point,
No.
I would appreciate
Someone's
you
probably looking.
dealing with this captain.
We were at the guild hall, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. We'll be right down.
Thank you. He turns and you can
Right,
Bye,
hungry?
Melvin.
see him kind of begin to
Yeah, you don't want to deal with her.
sleeping in the courtyard. He just goes down the stairs.
Let's not.
You can hear him mumble and like kind of have a conversation with someone down below. But you guys can also smell breakfast. You can smell the busyness of the guild hall waking up.
Okay.
By the time you guys get ready and come out into the hallway, you can see members of your caravan coming out of other rooms.
Yeah, but they wanted all 3.
So you head down.
Okay.
It's a very crowded
Okay.
reception area.
Let's just.
I will let you do the talking. I
Yay.
tend to come off as creepy to people.
Yes, I know.
As 3 of you come downstairs, it's very crowded. You recognize members of the caravan are here.
Okay.
You recognize the taskers and individuals. They all probably stayed here and they're getting ready to make their way back out to the fairgrounds and prep the caravan for the next day's journey.
Okay.
Before the receptionist kind of
Ivory comes too.
before the receptionist can find you and take you to the captain, you run into a familiar individual first. As you, why is his name not here? Guy who runs the caravan, Aaron. Aaron, the orc, sees you first. But we need to refit a couple of the wagons that got lost in that incident down on the road.
Of course.
We also are delayed on some of our provisioning. We're going to be here for 2 more days.
Thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, Aaron.
You're welcome. Yeah. We should talk later. You wanted to spar with me, didn't you? We did.
Yes.
But here's the thing that I'd like to do, if you're amicable to this. You seem like a cool person. I'm not actually sure what you are, but that's okay.
We're all
I'm
trying
not
to
really
figure
sure
that
what
out.
this little marshmallow person is either. But you guys carry the fob and you're members of the Azure Hammer, so obviously you impress them. Perhaps we spar, and then a lesson in etiquette, spar, a lesson in etiquette. Look, I'm not trying to be mean.
She'll actually like
I'll,
that.
I'll talk to him in his head, and I go, "That sounds like a grand
Oh.
idea."
Darn it!
Sorry.
Do you need... Anyways,
I think that lesson should be
it's
a group.
some of the people have been complaining. You're just fucking creepy. And we need to take that edge off.
Worse.
Starting with that.
Voice.
Anyways, we'll try this later. And he turns.
Aaron, can I
Yeah,
ask you a question?
I'm sure. Just not my head, please.
No problem.
I don't know why you do that.
He's afraid.
I don't
He
like
doesn't want
using.
other people to hear.
I don't like using the speaking hole.
He doesn't
Anyway,
like talking out loud.
Your mouth.
Yes.
Jerry, it's called a
But
mouth.
I will for you. What do you know of the judicial system of this city?
Why do you ask? I mean, it's...
Well, we killed several people in the market yesterday.
Okay, I'm
And
putting my hand
now
over his
that-
mouth.
it's a...
Jerry?
They
No.
killed us.
Um,
They were
Give me a
attacking
slide.
us.
Give me a slide.
Now I can speak in his head. Sorry, she's covering my mouth.
Ah,
They attacked us first.
We were attacked in the market, and we dispatched 3 individuals.
I already know about that. There's a gentleman here that wishes to speak to the 3 of you. Captain of the guard goes by the name of Dorsey. He is under direct supervision of Lord Owen. Lord Owen answers not only to some of the Dawn Marshals, but is safely in the Hammer's pocket, if you get my meaning.
I think they just want to make sure that all the I's are dotted and the T's crossed. I've heard
That's good.
other humanoids use that expression before. I think it means they just want to make sure everything's okay.
It's from your primitive alphabet.
What
Come
was
on,
his
Jerry.
name, sir?
Thank you,
Dorsey.
Aaron.
Dorsey.
Dorsey.
Captain of the Guard Dorsey.
Thank you.
Well, anyways, he's waiting for you over in that corner.
Thank you.
And he just kind of mumbled.
I love it.
I know. When is
And you're the one that has the cackle.
He's like the normal one at the beginning. I know, right? When is that?
So you
Well,
see a very tall.
I'm leading them over
You
to
see a
him.
very tall, black-haired individual, kind of like a neatly trimmed mustache and chin beard, wearing very well taken care of chainmail armor. He's wearing the colors of Galwick. He's got his helmet under one arm and his hand is resting on his belt. He reaches down to the table, picks up his ceramic mug of coffee, takes a drink from it, sees the three of you. Oh,
I don't say anything. I just stare.
I'm gonna hold my hand out to Captain Dorsey, and smiling.
and your name?
Shit, I can't find my name. Hold
You're
on.
Jade
My
Gift.
character doesn't.
You're
Jade.
Jade
Jade
Gift.
Gift.
Oh, Jade.
She has 5 characters she's running.
Tabaxi?
Yes,
What clan are you from?
the Gift Clan.
Merchants.
Yes.
Not familiar with them, but do enjoy our traders here in town. And young halfling, are you
This
feeling
is-
well? You look pasty.
He's always like that. He doesn't like the
Oh.
sun.
Do you blink?
Yes.
Meanwhile, you're like taking pictures of
I
them.
was like,
And
one eye.
And this is Willa.
Yeah, we've learned a lot about you. Yeah. Your driver, your
Task.
your tasker, Aaron, filled me in on the three of you working for the Azure Hammer, just coming off the frontier. A lot of pent up frustration and anger when you come off the frontier, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
No. The
I kick
report
him.
practically writes itself, you know.
I kick him. Yes.
Give me persuasion really quick.
13.
He looks at you and then shifts his eyes over to Jerry. What's your name, little halfling fella?
Jerry.
Jerry. It's Jerry.
Jerry.
That's weird for a halfling to have such a normal name. So, this is how this works. I'm going to write a report. I'm going to deliver to Lord Owen, saying that...
We were attacked.
No, I don't know if we want to use that. It's a different word we can use.
We had hold on.
There was an incident.
Physical disagreement.
I like that. We'll call it an incident.
The
And you're
incident?
claiming it was started by the individuals that were dead in the streets, correct?
Yes.
That's correct.
Good. Now, let's just say, here's the problem. This is a lot easier if I have all the bodies. Do you happen to know what happened to the mage's body? Now, I've got the two Goliaths in cold storage. We'll be
Willa,
burying them.
Give us the skull.
I look internally into myself. Can I find the skull
I
inside
mean,
me?
it doesn't work that way.
I
You've
didn't think
completely
so.
absorbed them.
The mage
Well,
You puke up a sock.
the mage
got away.
got away.
Oh. Well,
He ran.
that's easier. That's not what some of the other witnesses told me. That's fine. We could make that work. I can explain these things away. You make deception, you make persuasion.
And I'm just staring
You're just doing
quietly.
exactly what you're told.
Mhm.
Be quiet.
Deception.
You said persuasion?
Persuasion again for you.
16.
13.
Okay. It's
I'm gonna pull out some of the money that we got and
Give me with advantage.
I was waiting for the bribe.
with advantage. 16. I rolled 2 15s.
He looks at you and goes, "This will definitely make the paperwork easier." He puts it in his pouch and goes, "Anyways, as far as I'm concerned, the Goliath at the blacksmith shop
Oh, 10 gold, by the way.
started an incident which caused the blacksmith to defend all of you, killing the Goliaths, and this individual ran off. Fair?
Sounds fair.
Good report.
Good report.
That's correct.
Very well. If I can just get your signatures," and he hands you a quill and parchment. Please tell me you don't turn your finger into a quill and sign.
She signs in Teresa.
Yeah.
The blood of my kind.
Yes. Aaron said to be wary of you, that it's okay, that you don't actually mean to harm people. Anyways, so
give
we're
him a
all
flower.
squared away.
All squared away.
Anyways, enjoy. My understanding is you've got a couple days in our fair town.
I'll try and keep them in check.
I think you're the one to make all this even easier, don't you?
Yes.
Good to know. Pleasure meeting you, Jerry, Willa, Jade as well. Good evening, or good day, good morning.
Good morning.
I've slept for. Anyways, and he turns and kind of shaking his head, leaves out the front of the guild hall.
Good job, Willa.
What do you guys do? It's
Let's
morning.
go get breakfast, guys.
Breakfast. Yes,
Yes, the morning consumption of food.
that's right.
Morning
The
consumption
mage
of-
didn't get away. I didn't let him.
We know, Willa.
Yes, the consumption of liquids and solids.
Yes.
Willa's
In the
good.
AM. Or when the day ball comes up for the first bit.
The day ball.
Bob.
The big
With-
yellow ball
Big
of
yellow
yarn.
day ball.
I'm not surprised with this planet that they call it.
Bob. Big orange ball.
You don't have to live on Bob.
You guys eventually find your way out into the common area where everybody's just kind of eating from just tables set up with food that you grab from and sit down with it, and all the different people from not only your caravan but possibly other caravans have been gradually arriving. The expectation is usually it gets even more people arrive, and the journey to Vasselheim eventually just kind of just grows into a massive caravan making that final journey through the central through the western highlands into the central parts of Othanzia. And looking around, a lot of people here. Food's in front of you. Not early morning anymore. It's mid morning. What would you guys like to do?
Drink some water.
With your finger.
What's that from? That was in like a. Oh God, what was that? That was in a show, and I can't remember. Oh, Mork and Mindy.
Yeah.
Mork used to.
That's right.
He was- Yes, I'm old as fuck. Anyways,
I've
Hannah,
heard of
Hannah.
it.
so you guys are currently on day 7. What do you want to do?
I want to go shopping.
That worked out so
Worked out
well
so
last
well
time.
yesterday. I am going to be studying the small vial of red liquid. Does it look similar to health potions I have used in the past?
It looks similar to it.
I open
Smaller.
it up and I smell it. Does it smell like
Give
a
me
health potion?
give me an insight check as you kind of examine it a little bit further.
12.
Just smells like the regular variety of health potion. Nothing too
So,
powerful.
Regular health potion.
Mm-hmm.
Healing potion.
Can I go take
That's-
a look and make sure that the people who were hurt before are getting help?
Yeah.
From our
Give me a
caravan?
perception check.
Now the healing potion of the regular variety, how many d4 does that?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
10. Looking around in the common hall, you can see a couple of them are here eating their breakfast. Don't see any others of them here. You do recall Aaron saying that they needed to purchase and refit some of the wagons. So that might be what they're doing with their time.
So if they're able to do that, then they're probably okay.
Probably.
Because like I know that you were saying that they were kind of diseased or sick or poisoned or something.
They were a little off. There was something weird about them.
But
to
they were
find
getting
them, the survivors.
Okay.
So let's find them.
I'm going to.
That's what I was saying.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do.
Okay, here
Okay.
we go.
I'm gonna go to a shop, get a mage robe. Okay. And then I'm going to turn myself
To look like the mage.
to look like the mage.
Okay.
Mini mage.
I'm going to bandage up my throat. Okay. Then I'm going to go looking for a magic shop that might be able to cast and dispel magic.
Okay. So you two are gonna go try to find some of the survivors. Give you all three of you give me investigation checks as you begin to plot out what you want to do with your day.
Investigation.
17.
16.
The two of you inquire with Aaron. Aaron tells you that they are currently over at the Temple of the Wild Mother. Some of them are still recuperating. There's two of the survivors that seem to be under some weird ill effect and therefore are currently in the hospital section of the Wild Mother Temple.
21.
21. There is a...
Alchemy shop. Tell me. That'd be funny.
There is actually...
Alchemists are after me.
Mm-hmm.
Kill me.
There is in the Farthing district.
You still have alopecia?
No.
You are told of an alchemy called Annette's Company. And evidently she is the one responsible for anything that has to do with alchemy, merchandise, things moving with, alchemical, needs or wants within Gawick proper. She is associated to a guild called Annette's Company. So, she's got some influence.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bandage one of my hands too, just in case.
Okay.
And then I'll go in there.
Okay.
I'll have a note. It says I need to dispel magic done on this. But
Give me
so I can't
deception
do
with
it.
advantage. And are you doing this up in your room? To
yeah,
get ready for it?
Yeah, I get it all.
Okay.
Do you see you leave and do you look like a mage?
I mean, how much do you tell them what you're doing?
I'll tell them what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'll tell them.
As you guys are getting ready, getting your last minute things ready, you watch as Jerry comes walking out of his room eventually.
Fuck.
What'd you get?
A 9.
A 9? It's a really good attempt to look like the mage. The bandages are kind of overdone and don't make a lot of sense. And
Can I
the
help?
fact that he's
Can I help make the bandages look?
go ahead and give me advantage on it since you're now getting help from Jade's
And
gift.
it comes out, and I'm like, wait.
God. So
Is that worse?
I got a 12.
A 12? I mean, you try to make it. The problem is nothing looks proportional. It's a good disguise of a 3-foot person that's trying to look like the mage. But you do a little correcting to the way the bandages are displayed, and you go, oh, I know. And you go find some strawberry jam and put some blood spatter on the
I'll poke myself
bandage,
and put it on.
or do that. You just kind of make it look a little bit more realistic. It's not perfect, but it's not horrible.
That prober blood she put on me. One down. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
You immediately get hints of a memory of a lich
Aha!
wearing a ring.
Yeah. So I'll go down there and see if I can get them to dispel my magic.
Somebody stole my nuts about 3 years ago.
Not stolen. They're in the
I
box
keep
on
them
the
in my
mantle.
pocket.
They're on the box. They're in the box on the mantle.
So you're heading off to a next company to do that. You two are heading to the Wild Mother's temple.
which is actually located in the Lions District, and it is near the Shrine of Lominar as well. Takes you a good half an hour to get through the crowds, find your way to the Wild's Mother Temple. But when you do, no specific security of any kind. You just kind of enter the main kind of double door entry. Very simple, nothing extravagant. There seems to be cloistered areas where people are either in prayer or in study. Going through the main foyer and then up the series of stone steps into the main reception area, you can see there's a small library here. And to the right, you can see a set of open archways that seem to go into a medical area of the temple. You can see where beds are set up. And sure enough, off to your right, you can see a row of beds that are empty except for two. There are a couple of the acolytes kind of tending to whoever's in the bed.
Now, the two that are in the bed, are they the two that Willa didn't give the good berry to?
I did manage to get to everybody eventually.
I would say both of you give me a history check. See if you can remember.
No. That'd be 6.
15.
The only thing familiar about the two of them to you is that they were the last two brought out of the collapse pit. They received most of the assistance later than most people, and they've never really seemed to fully recover.
So, Willa, let's try and give them another good berry.
That is an excellent idea. We should probably talk with the priests and priestesses so they do not become
Try and keep-
alarmed by our presence.
Okay. All right. We're gonna head over there.
Okay.
And talk to the doctors doctoring them.
One of the acolytes sees you come up and goes, "May I help you?"
We were part of the rescue mission that pulled them out of the spider lair. We were
Oh.
just wanting to check on them and see how they were doing.
You're with the Azure Hammer, the caravan that came in. It's the most confounding thing we've ever seen. And she kind of like points down to them. They're almost in like a coma-like state. And you can see that their skin pallor is like gray, white. They still have some warmth to them, but it's almost like they're suffering from, well, give
Breathing
me a
from the
medicine
inside.
check as you stare at their
Hypothermia?
symptoms.
Stone turning to ice.
That would be a
And
14.
15.
They have that
Oh,
appearance
wait, I'm
like
supposed to
they're
roll with advantage
suffering-
because I'm proficient.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
Oh shoot, I've forgotten about those.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
No
I
wonder you
have to
suck.
remember. Yeah, I
That's
have to remember that.
They look like they're suffering from a wasting. Their
Okay.
cheeks and their features are very kind of like shallow.
Like they're not getting enough sustenance.
Yeah.
Sounds like a probe's needed.
Is it all right if I feed them a berry to help with their nutrients?
We've already tried good berries. They don't seem to have any effect. We've tried potions. We've tried healing spells. We even had one of our priestesses try greater regeneration,
Have you
greater
checked
restoration.
to see if there's still a little spider in their clothes that's feeding on them?
Give me investigation.
Am I proficient in that one? 8.
You don't find anything.
I'm asking the acolytes too. They
We took them out of their original clothes they came in. Had those incinerated. We put them in typical hospital garb. We put you in. Checked them over. We're stumped. We're not really sure what's wrong with them.
It is unfortunate.
They feel like they're wasting away, like they're slowly dying.
Were you told of what the creatures that it was?
I'm not familiar with the type of creature that they encountered. Something called ice spiders.
The thing that was in the center, it wasn't a typical ice spider. It was like
No,
some
it
kind
looks
of
like a
fleshy
giant
thing.
maggot.
Yeah, I'd like to tell.
Give me a performance check as you describe that.
I'm gonna help.
Okay. With advantage.
Ooh, that'd be 9. I am not charismatic.
I'm sorry, I'm not really familiar with that creature you just described.
Can I draw it?
Can you draw it? Are you good at drawing?
Oh, that's a sleight of hand thing. I'm good at sleight of hand.
Give it a try.
It looks
It looks very much like this.
It looks like
17.
this blob of flesh.
I'm sorry, I've never heard of such a creature.
Okay.
Well, I feel like it might have something to do with the wasting if it's not a ice spider thing.
Are there any puncture wounds or anything?
Give me a medicine check.
Fill those holes in with good berries.
Gangrene.
12. Not that you can see. You kind of check the wrists and behind the neck and the legs and
Between their toes and their
Yeah.
fingers, because that's where junkies do it. I'm just kidding.
no obvious
Spiders.
Junkie spiders.
no obvious signs of any puncture wounds that you can tell.
Jesus.
You're funny.
It wouldn't do any harm if I gave them a good berry anyways. It makes me feel better.
You can certainly try. They are unable to chew or swallow at current present
The
time.
ones that you did the yesterday, you dipped them.
I it's like I kind of it like caused my own sap to, and it's like I have the berry coat it with it.
Let's see if this will be easier for him to.
Place it in their mouth and hold it there for a minute. Nothing happens. Eventually it just dissolves in their mouth and liquefies and no response.
I'm sorry I am unable to help you. Maybe someday I will be better at healing organic flesh. And your case will not be another one's.
Tap their head.
They die from.
There's at least 3 acolytes just staring at you so awkwardly they're not even sure what to do. And thank you for your help and concern, I guess. I will continue to do what we can.
May the wild mother help.
Well, that's what we're... Yes, that's... Okay.
Have a nice day.
Okay, well, this is what we've been talking about.
She reminds me of someone.
So, Jerry, walking down into the Throne Farthing district.
I want to go find the ones that are doing better.
Okay. Start looking for those folks.
I'm sticking with her because I seem to freak people out, so I need my I need my face. Maybe I should try to become tabaxi-like tree that looks like a tabaxi. What do you think?
Once you hit the Throne Farthing, you kind of purposely steer away from where the events took place.
Yeah.
And near the outskirts of that part of the district, you can see you get the feeling that you're approaching like a ruined residential area. Like this used to be part of more of a residential district, but it's dilapidated and gradually being turned into merchant and mercantile and warehousing. Like it's getting gradually taken over.
Okay.
In the near an old collapsed tower, you see like this brand new structure's been built, and it just says Annette's Company, and it's hyphen NETTS company. And you can see wagons and cargo and all the signs of like a busy mercantile frontage here. People coming and going, and there's nothing to distinguish anyone particularly. You approach the short stairs up onto the porch that will lead you in to the front of the structure. Doors open. You can hear people talking inside. What do you want to do?
Took for the proprietor.
As you go inside, give me a perception check.
So a dirty 20.
See a very tall, thin, red-skinned dragonborn, kind of just leaning up against the counter, flipping through some registries. He's got a monocle on one eye. He's got a cup of something hot that he's drinking, and looks up from his reading to see you. Oh, hello.
I hand him the note,
Oh, okay.
and I hand him the little deal. That's glyph.
Are you incapable of speech, dear boy? Oh, I didn't see the bandage. I'm terribly sorry. Would this be easier? And in your head you hear, anyways, what would you like me to do with this? There's a fee associated to it.
Yes, I would like you to take the glyph off of the item.
That'd be 50 gold to accomplish this.
Okay.
I don't have money.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. So I got plenty. I got 20 platinum pieces. So,
Okay. So you hand him 5 plat.
Yeah. Mark my-
Very well, give me a moment, please. And you watch as he disappears down a series of short flighted stairs down into somewhere. 5 minutes goes by, comes back. There you go. The cap is off of it and unscrewed, and he hands it back to you. Good to meet you. Good luck. Maybe space.
Okay. Okay.
You gotta head out the door as quickly
I
as
don't
you
want to
can.
be. I don't want to be around. Because who knows?
Yeah, fair point.
All right. But I do want to read that what it says, or figure out what it says.
Okay. As you start walking down the stairs. Dear Master Vincent, our understanding of subject number 942261 is he was last seen in the Othanzian Highlands. Now, our understanding is he is in proprietorship of a guild towards which we do not know the name of said guild. However, we suspect he's been hiding on the frontier. Please have you and yours watch all the main routes coming back from the frontier and keep an eye out for an individual that speaks very strangely, will look very pasty and pallor regardless of the condition that they take, and will often behave so bizarrely that they don't realize they stand out like a sore thumb. Good luck, and well, anyways, report your findings when you can.
You know, with me and him in the group, that
And that was in the Copper Messenger case?
Yep.
with both of us in the group, that can almost describe either one of us.
You're not pasty.
No, I'm not.
You're weird, but you're not pasty.
I'm gonna look for a place that has exotic animals.
What kind of cow?
I think it's time.
Yeah, give me an investigation. Did you have a name in mind for the guild that's hunting you, or can I make one?
Well, I know from reading about the area, in D&D Beyond, that there is an alchemist guild in the major city, and that's the one I picked.
Okay.
Just trying to replace my iPad.
So I thought
But I
that
can name it.
you can name it whatever you want.
Okay. At the bottom of the message is Arians or Hamas Crusaders.
Hamas, huh?
Hamas Crusaders. Oh wait, sorry, that's the wrong one. My bad.
Okay, no problem.
It's the Drake Sheath Farthing is the name of the alchemist group.
Sheath?
Yep, Drake Sheath, one word. Farthing is the name of the alchemist group.
Farting.
Farthing. Fucker.
Hang on,
Fuck
just
me,
one
fucker.
second. All right.
Hey, fucker.
Can you milk me? Yes.
Okay.
Doesn't take that much. Right now.
Yeah, I want to go. Yeah, so I got a. Let's see, what is that? So I got a 13
Okay.
on my list.
Looking around, Vasselheim. Othanzia proper is a pretty exotic place. You go back to the market area, and once in the market area, you begin to realize that there are lots of just kind of unique things being sold. One particular set of wagons are currently in the process of selling what are called Arctic exotics. These are anything from like small animals to medium-sized animals, birds, all of them kind of like frost in nature or cold in nature, designed specifically for tundra-like existence. You kind of wander over to the wagon, and this big, burly bugbear wearing just heavy fur coats just doesn't seem to like the cold. He got big red nose and so, what can I get you? You're looking for a pet, mate?
Mm.
Did your last one try to bite you?
No.
Oh, you can talk. Oh, okay. I just, with the bandages, I assumed that you were injured.
It's a little wound. It's healing.
And what are you looking for? Anything in particular? Big, small, hairy, feathery. I mean, I got nothing too fancy, but if you're looking for pets, I got good pets here.
You have like a fox?
I have some ice foxes, yeah. Got a couple of those.
How much are those?
3 gold apiece. They're juveniles, not fully grown yet. Good for training, good for doing what you need them to do. Good hunters.
Yeah, I'll buy one of those.
Okay. Walks over to like a very fashionable like wooden cage that he's built. He carries it, brings it over to you. 2 gold, please.
Is it like it's a big cage for me, right?
I mean, it's a medium-sized cage. It's a heft to have to carry around.
If only you had brought the tree person or the cat person.
Will they bite?
I don't know. I suppose if you don't feed them and treat them like shit, they might bite you. Yeah.
All right.
They're pretty docile. I mean, I get them from the wild. I break them down a little bit. Nothing too harsh. Just enough to make them patient enough to be fed, to be handled. Wouldn't do me any good to sell these to anybody that would get bit by these creatures, but you know, it's up to
Yep.
you.
Do you have a covering for their mouth?
You mean like a muzzle? 2 silver, you can have a muzzle. Like a leash.
Yes.
Leash and muzzle. 2 silver.
Okay.
I just got an interesting thought in my head.
I never put anything past Ivar.
Okay. I'll muzzle it, put a leash on it, and I'll do it that way.
The
He
two
can
of
keep his
you
cage.
eventually make your way out towards the main fairgrounds on the outside of the Lions District. And here all the wagons have been staged, all the caravans. You could also find where some people have decided to stay with their wagons, and you come across 3 brand new painted wagons. And you recognize about 6 of the people that were part of the recovery. They seem to be in the process of packing up the wagons, working on goods, and doing what they're doing. And one of them, a young gentleman that you can remember being pulled out, sees the 2 of you and goes, "Oh, everything happened so quickly. I never had a chance to say thank you. Well, thank you very much."
You're welcome. I just wanted to give you some of the stuff that I found down in the hole. Here's 80 gold and 25 silver.
She did it.
Oh my God! This was everything we had.
Yeah.
Thank you. We can pay for these wagons now. Thank you very much.
You're
Is there anything else we can help you with? You seem
no. I just wanted to give you.
We stopped by your friends in the temple.
We tried to help. you.
Yes, my aunt and uncle.
Yeah.
They
When-
don't seem well, do they?
No.
I don't understand how all of us recovered and they didn't.
Are
Strange.
they, or were they
Were they sick already?
pre-exposed to earlier conditions of health.
Predisposed.
I'm sorry. They are the matriarch and patriarch of my family, of course. They were the major influence for us in establishing our contract with the Hammer, and we did our research on the frontier for our 6 months. And my understanding is all that research will be going back to a patron of theirs for study. But it seemed like, now that I think on it, when we left, what was that first town called that we were in?
Shaw.
No, Shawshank Redemption.
Shaheed.
Shaheed.
Jared Dufresne.
No, Heffel. Heffel.
Heffel.
They seem to be getting ill at that point. I don't think they're suffering from what we encountered.
You think they were sick already?
Yeah, I think they acquired something in Heffel. They seemed to be a bit under the weather when that cavern collapsed underneath us, and ever since our recovery from the cavern, they've just gotten worse and worse. It's very strange.
I should check their brain.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that out
Oh, it's
loud.
okay. I couldn't hear a fucking thing you said. What?
It's probably for the best.
Oh, okay.
So
I mean,
um, we just hope they get better.
us as well. Well, anyways, if there's anything we can do for you, please
I just
feel
wanted
free to
return
come
the
by.
property that I found.
I appreciate that very much.
Are you planning to leave them here or staying with them if they recover?
We'll have to see their condition. If their condition doesn't improve in the next couple of days, we'll probably leave them here in care of hospice of the Wild Mother and send for them later if possible. Come to the conclusion they may pass. Both of you give me insight checks as he says that.
That would be a 4 plus. Wait. I have advantage on insight. 13
19.
19?
plus 3, so 16.
There's something odd. There's kind of lack of sincerity in the voice. And you can see 3 of the individuals that are packing up the wagons are taking a very vested interest in your conversation with him. And then you hear in your head, trust a single word he's saying. He's trying to kill my aunt and uncle. And it draws your attention to a small child lingering in a wagon off to your left.
Oh, did Jerry
And
take a new form?
that's where we're going
Oh,
to finish
come
today.
on.
Did Jerry take another form already?
Did Jerry take another form already? Nope, it's 10 o'clock and we got to get Kidlet home.
He's asleep. He doesn't care. He'll sleep here or he'll sleep there.
I'm
So,
still trying to get caught up. with my
What
sleep
pet
too,
did you
man.
get? A giant dog, cat,
Icebox.
icebox?
It's not giant, but it's giant compared to his size.
Yeah.
It's
It's normal compared to his size.
It's
There's no
about.
reason
I
for-
meant. I got.
Although we
ones
were
that-
tormenting Callista tonight about killing the innocent bystander. I'm telling you, that cat's deadly. Well, thanks for coming out, everybody. We will be back here next Monday, correct? We're good for next Monday? And then Carolyn will talk to her brother and see what he feels and how he thinks about potentially joining the table. Other than that, everybody have a safe day. Be kind. Play a game. It's good for you. I promise. It's good for your mental health. Good night, everybody.
Bye.